Welcome to the Weekend Live Show. 508. We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. 508 is where I'm from. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'. Where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
Marshfield, New Bedford, Brockton, Malden, Tucson, Manchester, Albuquerque, Hanson, Hubbardston, Quincy, Hudson, Dartmouth, Manhattan, Conway, New Hampshire, the Garden City, Agawam, Poison, Plymouth, Pittsburgh, Lake Titicaca, Los Angeles.
Yeah, cause we're ruthless, yeah, that's some true shit. You don't wanna mess with cheddar in this cap, we that you catch in the ambulance.
You have a job? What do you do?
Leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're scooping up your friends. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from.
You lived, I'd come to your house, I'd sit outside, roast marshmallows right in your fucking yard.
NFL on the house, come on down.
Let's get this party started, shall we?
Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everyone out there doing tonight? Good? Good? Excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host here, Uncle Turtleboy, your fearless leader. And we come here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. For the Turtleboy live show. I've gone ahead and I've shared the link to the stream on the various social media pages that we run. The Uncle Turtleboy page. Actually, I haven't shared on the Uncle Turtleboy or the Turtleboy Daily News yet. I would ask an admin to go ahead and do that for me if you haven't done so already. I have posted it on the Clarence Woods Emerson page. You can copy and paste that right from there onto there. I've also posted it on my Twitter account at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden is a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor. And on my I also have another Twitter account at Turtleboy Phone. Follow them all. You can find me on the gram at Turtleboy_daily_news. I don't run that one, but it does have some good content on it. We've got a few thousand followers on there. Go like that page, follow it if you haven't done so already. Follow it all. Follow all the Twitters, follow all the Facebooks. We just passed, I think, 34,000 followers on Facebook today. So that's pretty cool. Getting closer to 100,000 by the day, rebuilding, reloading. That's what we do around here at Turtleboy. They knock us down. We just get right back up, don't we, folks? Also, most importantly, make sure you have smashed that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bells, because we go every Tuesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. But we also do some impromptu lives here and there. You never know when we're going to do, making an important announcement. And, just want to get notified in case that happens. Also, guys, if you like the stories that we do here at Turtleboy and you would like to, support what we do, a great way to do that is by joining Turtle Club. We do streams on Thursday nights that are exclusive to Turtle Club members. You can join. It's right on the website. There's a tab that says Turtle Club at the top. You click on that. You can join for $15 a month. You get ad-free on the website. You get access to the Thursday night streams that no one else gets. We had a fun stream this week about Milky Mike Gaffney and the history of that. A lot of people didn't know about that. Just special content for special riders. We got you in there. You also get a free t-shirt of your choice. You just got to email me. Let me know the size, which shirt you want, etc. And boom, send it to you. No problem. I actually sent somebody this exact shirt today. This Turtleboy Hope shirt. So, you get whatever you want in the Turtleboy store. It's yours. Just let me know, and you get that by joining Turtle Club. So it's just $15 a month. And by doing that, most importantly, you're supporting us, because we no longer, the goal here is to not be, I don't want any advertisers, right? Like, that's my goal. Maybe some of those, some ads, so you have incentive to get the ad free. But for the most part, I want to make this a crowd-funded, a Turtle Rider-funded business venture here, because when you are the customer, then I cater to you. When advertisers are the customers, then it sucks. I'm catering to people that I don't like and I don't know, and quite frankly, that take up space on my website. So I'd rather have you guys kind of running the shot. So that's the best way to do it, is by joining Turtle Club. Okay, we got producer Deb here. How you doing, Deb?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm ready to rock tonight. We got a good action-packed show. I think I forgot where you rapping, right? We'll go first. Okay, guys. And Deb's the producer. If you're new here, guys, she does a great job. Probably the best co-host I've ever had, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, by a lot. So I would ask you guys in the comments how we like to start every show, guys, is with a little thing called "Where Are You Reppin'?" The Gaffney She loved it. Awesome. April's a new Turtle Club member, so welcome to the Turtle Club. Thank you. So we like to start off every episode with a little thing called "Where Are You Repping?" So let us know in the comments, where are you watching the live show from tonight? Go ahead. Okay, we got here Townsend's in the house, Hopedale, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Let's see, we got West Bridgewater, Tucson, Brant Rock, Ludlow is in the house, St. Albans, Maine, Nashua, Long Island. Honolulu. Okay, that's a new one. Mash Piece. Canton. Lynn. Hanson is in the house. Bodymore. Murderland. Excellent. Norwood is here. London, Ontario, Canada. All right. Skid Row, Saratoga, Methuen, Chick-fil-A drive-through. Excellent. I love Chick-fil-A. Scituate is in the house. Lynn, Joe Biden's dilated colon. Ooh, yikes. Dudley, Vermont. Dennisport is in the house. Lexington, Norfolk, Virginia, San Antonio, Hanson, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Pembroke. In Kate's bedroom, it smells foully. Yikes. Pedo Price Chopper parking lot in Worcester. Excellent. Taunton, Cohasset, Coventry, Danvers, Revere, Connecticut, Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of Walter White there. Dallas, Texas is in the house. Block Island is here. Ooh, yikes. St. Elmo's Fire, Westminster, Conway, New Hampshire, Plymouth, Southbridge, London. Oh, Ghanaisha's in the house. Nice to see you there. That's Rhonda Uganda. We called her in the blog. We got her story coming up a little bit later. Another Vermont in the house. New Bed. Let's see. Bloshan is at Butt Beetooth. Okay. New Bedford's here, Buzzards Bay, Dallas, Texas, you stupid fucks. Excellent. Preston, Connecticut, New Bedford, West Quincy, Rhode Island, Malden, Charlestown, Framingham, Brockton, Lakeville, Stoughton, Milford, Massachusetts, Hampton Beach, Quincy. Oh my gosh, have I missed you? I missed you. There's a lot of people. Jacksonville, I don't want to miss anyone, but Fall River. We got basically all over. Okay, so that's great to see tonight. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I think Lauren 3 there. There's a lot of Lauren. There was another ask in the comment. There was a freestyle because it has been freestyle. So yes, the answer to that is yes. It is a roast of Miss Crusty Panties because she deserves it. She's had a tough week. She had an order taken out against her because she's been threatening some poor woman who she's never met before, and she went too far, a little too far, got a little carried away with the internet fame, and went and threatened a woman a bunch of times, and now she's got a lawsuit. Not a lawsuit. She has a restraining order or harassment prevention order on her hands, and so it hasn't been a good week for her. And she might be going to jail. I don't know. We'll see. So I do have a freestyle dedicated just to her. Okay. So if you guys would like to hear the freestyle, though, we got to raise money in the donos here. So linked at the top of this stream in the comments, pinned at the top in the comments, is a little link to Turtle Chat, because we can't donate on Super Chat anymore because I've been demonetized for over a year thanks to stupid Joe Biden's mandate. I had the wrong opinions on his climax mandate, so they took away my ability to collect money from you fine people. So we just built our own. It's called Turtle Chat. What you guys can do there is you can donate whatever amount of money you want. In that, you click on that, donate whatever amount of money you want. When you do that, you can, you can write a message. I will get an email notification of this, and I will go ahead and I will read it, and I will bring the email up on my screen like, yeah. So Kyle sends $10, and the last one, this is not today, this is another one. This has been awesome. I've had so much fun annihilating Chili's car. Go get your hot dog. Yeah, that was a good show the other night on Tuesday that we had on air. Bishop Glamassus to buy a voice modulator. So that's how you guys can do it. So if we can raise $200 in the donos, we will unlock the freestyle, and I promise you it will be good. That's Crusty Panties. We all know who she is around here. Feel free to ask. I'm sure people will fill you in on that one. Okay, so let's get this party started, Deb. I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring up the first blog here and we got Jay from Predator Poachers. We're going to bring him up in a moment, but I just want to briefly go over this blog here. So did this afternoon, and so we've done a lot of Jay's stuff before. He's kind of like predator poaching has become like a trend, like everyone's doing it these days, it seems. But as far as Massachusetts goes, he's the first guy that caught my attention, and he's got like 220 of these motherfuckers. This is catch number 220 for him, this guy, and I'm always just amazed by how many of them there are. And you would think, Deb, right, that after a while, if you were into fucking kids, like I feel like the fucking kids network in this state can't be that.
Don't they have like ties to each other or something? Wouldn't you like catch word people are getting nabbed and like maybe get your shit like on the DL?
Yeah, like watch out for the predator poachers. Like that would be the number one bulletin amongst kid fuckers these days. Like, watch out. There's these guys on YouTube that go around, they go on Grindr. They pretend to be 15-year-olds. So like, don't go on Grindr and just agree to meet up with some fucking kid. Okay. Right. It's probably a trap. It's probably a trap. Don't do it. But they all fucking do it anyway. All right. So, let's talk about this freaking situation here. What do we got? So let's go down the block. So we got this guy here, Michael Cupoli. David here too?
David just came in, yeah.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Hey, good evening. How are we doing?
Hey, good. We woke you up from across the pond there?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So we're going to start with this plug here. This guy, Michael Cupoli, he is some sort of lawyer from he's listed as Manchester by the Sea, but he lives in Shrewsbury somehow. You can scroll, Deb, so we can see this guy. Okay. So there he is. So he's an attorney. You can keep going. There you go. All right. So there's him. Blah, blah, blah. He's a lawyer. Okay. He used to be he has a master's in divinity because for some reason this guy's got quite the resume. He's a firefighter, a former paramedic, a lawyer, an Episcopal priest, of course, which is just so fitting, and a whole bunch of other shit. So there he is. He does it all. And a clown. He's also a clown. He's like, I'm a professional clown, which is just so appropriate for this plug that this guy is a professional clown. So anyway, there he is. There's his Grindr profile. His online dating profile lists him as Dom. What does it say? Up, Dom, Daddy, D.
Rough,
so it says
Harry.
Rough, Harry, and BB. I had to search that. It's bareback, aka raw dog. So no condoms allowed with this gentleman. So that's quite the profile. A little bit aggressive, I'd say. Calls himself Daddy Shark.
Jesus.
Yikes. Anyway, so let's read this guy's messages here. Keep going down. So Jay pretends to be a fifth. First of all, he starts being 16. So let's just go through these. So Jay's the guy in the yellow on the right, and he doesn't go looking for these guys. They come looking for him. So it starts off by saying, hey there, sexy, how are you? Let's just skid through these. Good, I'm horny. Okay, well, that's a start. He just cuts right to the chase. I'm 16. Is that okay? No, thanks. I prefer 18. Okay, so at least that's good. But at this point, he should have been like, see you later. He's like, nope.
Yeah.
Where are you? Okay. Any more pics? Okay.
Took him all 5 minutes to change his fucking mind.
Even him at this point, he's like, I thought you weren't interested. Like, dude, I'm trying to give you an out here. And you're like, nope. He's like, I don't know. Fuck it. You're cute. Okay. And then any more pics of you? Yep. So what are you looking to get into? Butt sex, hopefully?
Clearly.
So sexy, whatever, just trying to experiment. Where are you near? I'm near the hospital, blah, blah, blah. More here. You like top or bottom? Okay. So, I mean, that's an awkward part about being a gay person, I guess, is that you always have to have that conversation.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That's just like, so what are they like the magnets that don't click if they're two bottoms? Do they not? I don't know.
I guess.
How many of this work?
I don't know. I guess.
Rock, paper, scissors? Rock, paper, scissors, maybe. Okay. So what else we got here? We got, okay, cool. What do you want to do? Whatever. Doesn't hurt. And he cock picks. So it took him all of 5 minutes to ask for dick pics. I'm down to get sucked or suck. Okay. It's like, whatever. I switch it up. How big is yours? I'm
like
8
a fucking
inch.
steak cut in thick.
Oh,
like,
God.
Oh,
I just wish I'd stayed asleep 5 minutes longer suddenly.
Yeah. First of all, I like how he's like 6 inches. It's like average. It's just like, I don't know. Sorry.
2 emojis. How many emojis? Yeah.
Yeah. How many emojis? These should be measured in emojis. Hashtag Aidan's extra emoji.
You're right.
What do you want to do? Have me sucked it? Oh, geez Louise. Keep going down.
Wow.
You want to fuck? He just cuts right to the choice. Like, straight people don't do this. That's one thing I have noticed. This is why monkeypox is a problem, folks. Okay? Because, like, I'm sorry. And to my gay friends out there, like, it's true. Like, you guys just jump right fucking to the chase, huh? Like, it's just don't go.
There's
So,
no fucking
top or bottom?
Fuck it.
Yeah,
If you're in your
it's
sport, like, fuck it.
Us straight guys have to, like, finesse a little bit. We don't, that's I guess when you're only dealing with other dudes, though, it's easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's
there's certainly a different level of promiscuity, isn't there?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not kidding. Monkeypox. I don't have to worry about monkeypox. There's a reason some people do. Okay, let's just put it that way. But I digress. So just stick your bum in my cock hole till you come. That's great. Thanks for the blueprint there. You tell me. Okay, so what's your name? Mike here. Okay, Tyler. All right, keep going. Where do you want to meet? At 5 to 6. My mom would be at work. Okay, yeah. You want me to come to your place? Yeah. So
No
we
one
can
cares
meet
about
somewhere. Okay, keep going. You can keep going. I just don't want you yet, so I'd have to walk. Okay, keep going. He's at a doctor's appointment. That's great. You can fuck me or whatever. Swallow. Okay. Keep going. So then they switch to phones. Okay, and then he jumps right at it, and he's like, I live in Shrewsbury. I'm at UMass right now. I got more pics. I can meet you at Price Chopper. Oh, for sure. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay. Keep on going. So he shows another picture. He's like, ooh, sexy. And then he sends that. It's like, dude.
That turns me on right there. Now I'm ready.
All the fucking pic. Like, that guy looks like just like a filthy fucking gay dude. Like, you're supposed to be clean and charming. When did you last come? Tell me about the last time you came. Last night. Oh, you horny? You ready to come again? Like, what? Oh.
Last night. He's 16. He came 5 minutes ago, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, you got to sell that one better. Well, I can just suck it if you want. Okay, keep on going. Or you could just fuck me raw. I don't. This guy's literally down.
Damn, man.
Anything.
This
Yikes.
kid's trying to be safe. Nope. None of that.
Or I can suck you. Okay. Okay. Now's the fun part. Okay. Now when he's just like, actually, I'm 15. Now he's gonna like see what he can get out of this. He's like, okay. Now that's illegal because 16 technically is legal. It's frowned upon, but it is legal. Yeah. But 15, no, that's illegal. So he's like, okay. So now he has a chance to walk away. And he's like, I just don't want to have sex with you without a condom. Okay.
What?
Where did he go? Sorry. He's like, it's the same thing, but okay. No, sorry, I can't. Okay, good. Okay, text me in December. Sorry. So he's prepared to cut this one loose. Nope. I mean, we could meet. Just couldn't. Why the fuck would you want to meet with a 15-year-old if you weren't trying to do what? Who wants to hang out with a 15-year-old? Keep on going.
He's the one who poses the question, too. Not even the kid going, oh, we could just hang out, you know?
Yep. Where do you live near? Okay. Live near Price Chopper by Park Ave. Are you gay or bi? Okay, keep going, keep going. So anyway, this keeps going, and I don't want to freak my mom. Let's just get to he's going to talk a lot about cum here and mesh shorts.
Get to the meat,
let's get to the meat of it all. Let's play the video. So the guy's actually sending this from the fucking goddamn waiting room at the hospital. Like, dude, you're sitting next to some of these people in the waiting room. This is what this guy's doing.
Honestly,
telling kids to send him dick pics. Talking about the nurses are making me hard. Like, what? Okay. Like, well, all right.
Oh god.
I want to see you. He keeps talking about the pre-com. Does it come any other way? Like
post-cum?
Like cranberry juice? All right. Keep on going.
You got to admit, it's a flying start to the show.
Oh, yes.
All right. So let's this is at Price Chopper on Highland Street, the corner of Highland and Park Ave in Worcester, right near Elm Park. It's right across. It is not a good neighborhood. It's actually not far from WPI. Not a good neighborhood at all. And that should have been the first time this guy should have been like, maybe I don't want to go here. And let's just play the tape and see what happens.
Is it really Price Chopper as well, where all the big choppers hang out?
Go to like the 5-minute mark. Just fast forward till you get to him in the park. Back. You can go forward. No, you can go to like the 4-minute mark.
4? Okay.
Cool. Whenever he catches up to him.
There he is.
Yeah, Mike, where you going, Mike? Mr. Mike. I don't know what my decoy's at. I hope she sees me. Yo, shout out to the decoy. This is her first time ever decoying. She already got me a catch. That's crazy. Hey, Mike. What's up, Mike? How you doing, bro?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right, man. You want to have a little talk?
Sure, what's your name?
Huh?
Sure, what's up?
What's up? How you
We're in a
doing?
gay.
What are you looking for?
I just went for a walk.
You're not looking for no one? You're not here to meet no one?
No, I just got out of the hospital.
Do you want to be honest with me, or so once again, who are you here to meet?
I'm just out for a walk. I just moved back here.
Mike.
Yeah.
One more time. I'm going to give you one more chance.
Yeah.
Honesty is the key with me, okay?
Yeah. What's going on? What's your name? Who are you?
Who are you here to meet, Mike?
I'm
just out
Tyler.
for a walk. I'm just waiting for my prescriptions.
You're just waiting for your prescriptions. So you're not planning on meeting nobody here?
No.
So if I asked you to
Pause
open
it
up
real
your phone,
quick.
do you have Grindr on your phone?
So, like, if you were innocent, you just wouldn't talk. Okay, that's what an innocent person would do. You'd be like, I don't know you. Leave me alone. Just keep walking. But they think these people always think they could talk their way out of it. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You can keep playing.
Can I see your phone? Can you show me?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I know you can't. I call the police.
Absolutely not.
I have all your chat logs. I have everything, Mike.
All right.
I have everything. You were here to meet a 15-year-old.
Absolutely not.
I have all the messages. I have all the messages of you taking a picture in the hospital, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Call the cops.
Why don't you just pull your face down?
Call the cops.
Pull your face.
Call the cops.
Pull it down.
Call the cops. Put your hands on me. I'm gonna knock you out. Go ahead.
Pull it down.
Put your hands on me. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out.
Come here. Let me see your face.
Put your hands on me. I'm gonna knock you out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Touch me, I'm gonna defend myself.
Let me tell you something. Only cowards wear masks.
Put it down.
Only dude, you're there to
Look at my
fucking
face.
kid.
Loser.
You've been exposed. Everybody, this man came out to meet a 15-year-old.
This is the most aggressive I've ever
off
seen
the
for one of you
internet.
guys.
Amazing.
This man.
I got everything.
This man's wearing
Read
a
the
mask.
messages. You want to read them together?
Get a
Let's
This
mask.
read
man
'em. I'm so horny
said he
right
was
now.
15.
I could jerk
And he
off in the
gave me blue
doctor's
balls.
office. He says, "You're a liar. You're a scumbag, dude. You're the worst one. You don't admit to it. Oh, I'm just here walking around. No. You told this kid what you were wearing. You told him you were in a Porsche truck. I have all the screenshots, bud.
This is only
I
like
have
a
your
5-minute
phone
thing.
number.
It's one of the quickest ones I've seen.
Mike, so you want to be truthful? Or I can hand this all into the police and I'll let them do their job. You're catch number 220.
Because he's
I've been
15.
doing it for
He said he
3
was
years.
15, Lauren. He said he was 15.
And if you ain't do nothing wrong, why you ain't calling the cops?
Because I'm afraid of people with mental health.
Why you ain't calling the cops? Price Chopper in Worcester. Why you ain't walking to your truck? I already got your license plate with the firefighter tag. Yeah. You're a scumbag, dude. Like, seriously. You should go get yourself some help. If you can't help your urge that when a kid said he's underage, you come out to meet him quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly. Took not even
I
a
just
couple
like fucking
hours.
Kids, so.
Couple hours. Mr. Chomo. Everybody! Mike came out to meet what he thought was a 15-year-old off the internet for sex. This man came out to meet a kid off the internet for sex. Keep your kids away from men like this. Sick ass man.
See that little girl there?
Sick
Yeah.
man.
Now this is where it gets heavy when he goes into Price Chopper.
Everybody! This man came out to have with a 15-year-old. Absolutely, huh?
Absolutely. He's like, yeah.
Whatever I
I'm loving
say,
it.
chat logs don't lie, bro. And anything you erase can be retrieved.
I know, it's not lovely.
The perv swerve.
So this is when he gets attacked. Now watch this. He's standing right there.
Excuse me, do you know it's illegal in
No, it's not.
Massachusetts?
Don't
and
put
the
your
federal-
hands on me.
Don't
Don't
touch
put your
me.
hands on me.
Put these
Stop.
things away.
Don't touch me. Don't. Bro, get your hands on me. You know what, mother? Yo, call the cop. Call the cop. It's all on camera. It's all on camera. You put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me, dude. Touch him.
Hey, calm down.
I got you all on camera grabbing me. I'm glad they got cameras. He came out there as a kid. I exposed men like him. Look me up on person. That's why he's taking off. I did smack the shit out of him. Put your hands on me, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Exactly. Cops are on their way, babe. He's gonna take off before they get here, though.
federal crime. It's like
No, it isn't. I'm in the public, and he broke my shit. That's a crime.
Okay,
you broke
now,
my camera. You owe
Deb,
me some money,
fast forward
buddy.
to when that ratchet comes out of the store. Let's get to that part, and then I'm gonna bring Jay on.
But yeah, y'all can look me up, man. It's PPMass on YouTube.
Okay,
No, we got it.
I
Papi,
expose
but
all our predators.
You did too much.
Yeah, he grabbed my camera,
No, you were doing too much because I also had my phone on too.
What you mean?
You were doing too much.
I wasn't doing too much. What you mean? I exposed men that come to children. Yes.
Why? Because he had a gay shirt on?
It's not because I talked
See,
to him.
she's
I
playing that
pretend to be
card.
a kid online, and I
He
expose
thinks this is
men
homophobia.
that meet kids. I have chat logs. I have over 100 convictions. I caught a police chief.
I get it.
Watch when the cops come. They know who I am.
I get it, Papi. I get it.
I have it all recorded. Why do you think I have 2 cameras on me? I record everything.
Oh, and there goes the boyfriend.
I'm just a customer.
Listen, I'm in the public first and foremost. I can
Right, so
record.
you should speak and say how you feel, and that, listen, we're in America.
So what are you saying? I did too much?
Listen,
I have everything recorded.
No, listen.
And this video will be posted.
Listen to what they're saying. Excuse
Listen
my
to what you're
language.
saying.
No disrespect.
You're lying.
to you,
There's actually
'cause I'm
1,000 people watching right
Okay,
now.
and I hope there's a million, so you get these stars.
It's not stars.
Listen
That's not
to what
I
I'm.
want. I want this
Listen.
man. Yes, I know who he was. It was him. It was him. She is Mind your business. Mind business. Yes, mind your business. Mind your business.
Unreal.
So this turns into a whole thing, and I like this comment that he had. Is he really did think that shirt would protect him, and
100%.
You know,
I'm
like,
surprised
it's like
he didn't do it. That would have been his
you're
best.
marginalized. So
He should have
anyway,
done that, like, fucking
so
screamed, like,
at this
gay
point,
man attacking me.
and by the way, Shush, I see in the background. We're gonna get started with your story in like 10 minutes, so just hold on to us there. You can stay there. We're gonna bring you up soon, but I gotta bring Jay on here. How you doing, Jay? Is Jay there? Did he mute himself?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm muted.
Oh, it's all
Sorry.
good.
I was just getting ready.
So what the hell happened there with that? I mean, I've never seen a video of yours that had so many cuts to it. Did you have to like cut out the swears or something?
Yeah, I had to like cut out so much.
So what happened there? Walk us through what happened when you went to the Price Chopper.
All right, so no, first of all, let me explain to you what happened with the whole like decoying situation, because at first it wasn't me that was decoying. I had a video that went viral on TikTok. So a lot of people were just messaging me. Some girl hit me up from Worcester and was like, hey, I just used my cousin's picture. And she's like, I used the app and made him look younger. And she's like, some guy hit me up and she's like, I'm like, well, send me the chat log. She's like, I want you to catch this guy. So she sent the chat logs and I'm like, wow, you said 16. I'm like, that age is, I'm like, I know it's nasty, but I'm like, in this state, you can actually sleep with a 16-year-old, which is disturbing. But
that was someone else that was sending those
so
messages.
Then I was like, that's when I made her switch the age. And I'm like, hey, just tell him you're like 15. Give him the chance to back out. If he doesn't back out and he keeps on going, then we're going to expose him. And that's what happened. So, and he clearly gives me like a description of what he was wearing, what he was driving. Told me he was at the hospital, sent a picture of him in the hospital. You can see his hospital band on. So it's like, how are you going to deny it, bro? You got caught.
Of course it's him. Of course it's him. Now, so what happened? Walk us through when you went in there. This guy assaulted you, it looked like, and then it all kind of went to black.
I followed him in the store, and I don't know why he went in the store, because like, I'm like, he could have easily called the cops himself. So he went in the store to stand in the line, and then he just turned around and he's like, you can't record me, and like brushed his chest up against me to try to like intimidate me because he was bigger than me. So at that time, he grabbed my GoPro with one of his hands and he like bent it down so it couldn't record. And then he grabbed my other phone, my live, with his other hand. So I had to defend myself, obviously. So I punched him in his head. And when I punched him in his head, he was like, this kid ain't playing. So I'm just going to get my ass up out of here, get in my car and leave. And then that's what happened. He left.
And so then that woman comes out. Was she near you guys in the store when this happened?
No, she was not. You can hear her towards the end when we were walking out. And she was like, calm down or something like that, she said. But no, she was not next to me at all. That's why I was so confused. I was like, what's going on? And then she's like, you were recording him because of the shirt he had on. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know what the shirt she was talking about until I got home. And I'm like, oh, he had a hashtag MLB Pride shirt. I'm like, wow.
So did you ever find out who that woman was?
Nah, I wish I knew. I knew she was driving a truck, but my GoPro didn't really. I couldn't get it. I was trying to get her plate.
So later on in that video, I watched the whole thing. The police come, they take your statement or whatever, and explain who you are and blah blah blah. Was he arrested?
No, I'm still waiting to talk to the detective, so hopefully they charge him. I mean,
okay. Have you ever dealt with?
I don't know if you seen my last catch, but it was in Gardner, and it was actually a really good catch. The detective came out.
You should always send me these things. I love these things. It
went viral. It was actually I think it's at like 10 million views on TikTok. Had over 1 million on Twitter.
We gotta get on TikTok.
It was on World Star. Yeah, it was just my last video.
I didn't see it.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
How did I not see this?
It was maybe it
was on vacation.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I gotta see.
Really good catch.
I'll have to catch that one. Have you ever dealt with the Worcester police before?
It was your first catch in Worcester?
This is your first catch in Worcester.
It wasn't that good, so we'll see what's up. It's been, you know what? Well, the detective came on scene and he actually broke it down in the video. He said why he made the arrest. He's like, and he retires at the end of the year. So he wanted to make an example and show people like, hey, listen, I've worked with this guy before. We've already had people that have been prosecuted. So like you can take his cases. He knows what he's doing. And so hopefully it gets better and better.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So, so that's catch number 220 for you.
I got one coming up in like 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Oh, you're going to do another one right now?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can you say where you are?
This guy, you would look at him and be like, oh, hell no, he would not do that. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't know. He just looks like some high class. Just, yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he's above this. I can see that. He thinks he's above all this shit, and he can like walk away like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That guy that was
now
Mike?
he got sexual in the beginning a little bit, and now he's trying to be like cautious because it's time to meet. So they try to play like, oh, we'll see how it goes when I get there, you know.
Oh, has anybody ever backed? Has anyone ever backed out?
Huh?
Has anyone ever backed out? Like not shown up?
It happened to me like 3 days ago in Worcester. I had somebody that was supposed to meet, and I think what happened was he lied to me. He told me he was walking, so I didn't play the decoy like I usually do and just stand in the meeting spot. So I had my GoPro on already, and I believe he was in a car. And he seen me, and then he's like, I didn't see you. I was right there, and I was there the whole time.
Because I'd be worried about like if I showed up first, or like if they showed up first and just kind of like hid and just kept an eye out and just waited to see if a grown up showed up. You know what I mean? Like I'm just thinking
I'm always there first.
Okay, so I'm just saying if I was a sex predator doing this, like I think
they do that. They come and they drive around and they scope it out like creeps. Okay. Yeah, it's creepy.
Well, I mean. It's like some of these guys are just so stupid, like the way that guy did. It's just like, dude, you're trying to get like, you're not even gonna test this out. Like, you have no fucking clue who you're talking to. You just assume you're talking to a fucking 15-year-old. But yeah, and like I said before at the beginning of this, like I am astounded that more of these predators aren't just talking to each other and being like,
they do. They know who I am. They do. They just some of them just can't. Are so desperate.
And it's not just you. You've started like a trend. They're everywhere. It's been it's everywhere now. People are doing this everywhere. Like it's crazy. Though. And you'd think that they would be on edge a little more, but they just seem like they're not.
Nah, a lot of them are dumb as hell.
Yeah, like
there's so many. You just always think Grindr. It's not just Grindr, man. Dude, they're everywhere. They're anywhere. There's any social media anywhere.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I'll let you get back to that, guys. Give him a sub. He can be found at is it PPMass? No.
Yeah, it's PPMass. And yeah, we're about to have a live catch. All my catches are done live, baby. So
you do them live, but then you go back and you do them live, and then you go back and edit, right?
Yeah, then I have to edit it. Yes.
Okay, cool. So,
but, hey, have a good night. Thank you for having me on, man. Everyone have a blessed night.
You too, Jay. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, man. On to the next.
All right. Oh, who did I forget? I dropped David Action. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's always a fun one. All right, cool. Let's get to the next blog, shall we? I want to do that blog out of the Shrewsbury love triangle, we called it.
Okay.
So he edits it because there's like he got rid of all the swears because he's monetized. And so a lot of his streams are like about graphic sex with kids and stuff like that. So he has to edit out all of that stuff if you hear it. Okay. So here's a fun story. Yikes. So there was 2 months ago, a woman by the name of what the fuck was her name? Keep going down. Woman by the name of the fuck was this woman's name? Sylvestine Barjolo. Sylvestine Barjolo. I blogged about her after her kid was missing, and then the kid posted on the Facebook page that I'm fine. I just ran away with home. This is on the Worcester Police Facebook page. I'm fine. My mom is just a coke dealing deadbeat who says she wants me dead. And then so I started looking into it, and I looked all into the mom. And I found out her name's Sylvestine Barjolo, and I look up her fucking court records, and she's been arrested a billion times, and she's got a million charges, and she's like tons of them, and she's got a bunch of evictions, and she's just a complete degenerate waste of space. So I tried to get her on a live show. She wouldn't come on. And then on July 20th, she messages me out of the blue. It says, "Good morning. A young lady named Chrislove Davis contact you with lies. Let's speak. I want to be your friend now." And then she sends me this pictures of this woman named Ghanaisha, and I'm like, I don't understand what this means. But then I look at like some of these pictures, and it's like you go down. This one, I'm like reading this one out loud. It's like, y'all see this beautiful lady in the white? Chris Fupa is mad because Shorty is cool with Fupa ex-husband. And him left her for a far girl, then put Fupa in jail because Fupa don't know how to act. Fupa then turned on this pretty young woman while Fupa was locked up. This nice young lady collected $500 because Fupa and her trans mom couldn't afford $500 for Fupa to come out. I can't. They call him Fupa. I know. Fupa stay talking shit about this young lady, but gets no response from her. Fupa you. Okay. And so then I don't know what any of that means. But if you'll scroll down some more to the next message I get from what's her face here. Actually, before we do that, let me bring up a couple donos here. You can keep. I'm just going to bring this up. Got a dono here from Glamasues, sends 50, and she says, "Congrats to Johnny V for 1,000 wins at Saratoga." Is Johnny V a horse or a human? I assume it's a human being.
Trainer, maybe.
Guy, probably the guy riding the horse.
Yeah, it's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins for a horse.
It's not a horse.
No, it's not. It's not. Yes, a horse.
Trainer or a jockey.
Trainer or jockey. Yeah.
So thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. Also, we got a couple Cash App donors here. Want to read out? Got one from Claire McKenna, sends $5 and says, "For the freestyle." Thank you very much. Then Matthew Ferreira sends $50 and says, "For keep up the ratchet reports." I will do just that, Matthew. So that brings us to $105, guys. We're a little over halfway there. Again, if you'd like to get to the freestyle tonight, I love doing the freestyle.
Oh, I missed this up. We've got a freestyle. Excellent.
It's a really good one, too.
They've been missing as well, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. We haven't had one in a while. So if you guys want to donate, the link is at the top there. You can click on that, donate any amount of money you want. If we can, and you get to write a message, I get the email. I will bring your message up and show everyone. You can give a shout out to your friends, your boys, your dogs, whoever on there. Call somebody out. Maybe somebody's got a fupa. Maybe fupa needs to get called out. Maybe there's somebody. Or how about this? Since this freestyle is dedicated to Cape Peter, okay. How about all of the messages and all of the donos? Leave your thoughts about Cape Peter on your dono. How about that? Ooh. And we'll bring it up there. Can we? That's a good theme. No, doesn't that make sense? Share your thoughts. So if you give any amount of money, I'll get an email notification, and you share your thoughts about what you think of her, or you could send a message to her on there. And either way, I'm reading it out loud. She's gonna see it. Obviously, she watches fucking this. Little obsessed with me, so she's gonna see it. So feel free to go ahead and do that. Okay, Deb, let's bring the blog back up. Okay, so let's see. So this woman says she has a restraining order out on her. She cuts herself and lies on innocent men. Gives me her phone number. She has DCF and lives at 17. Whatever. Her name's Chrislove Davis. Just to let you know, your girl is in jail. My girl. About to lose her daughter for home invasion. Look it up. Shrewsbury Police Department. I go, I don't know who that is. She's like, Ghanaisha Davis. Okay. And so I'm like, all right. And so I go, I asked her next, I go, what does this story have to do with your story? And she says, good night, sir. And I'm like, okay. And she sends me a link to some home invasion, and I forgot about it, to be quite frankly. I went on vacation shortly after this. So I went and checked the Turtleboy inbox. Okay. And because this other woman had said gonorrhea had messaged me there. Keep going down. And so I got the Turtleboy inbox. I don't check this as much. I got admins that do that for me. And so gonorrhea's in there, and she's saying, hello, I just want to give you information about Sylvestine Barjolo, a lady you recently wrote about. She's a bully who picks on children that are 5 years old. Where can I submit the story? You wrote about a woman that threatened you, and now she's doing the same to me and my 5-year-old daughter. I've had enough. Box it. Okay? And I think either you, Deb, or one of the other people in there was like, wait, who are you? And she's like, my name is Chris Love Bonnie. You wrote about a Sylvestine Barjolo. I have a story. We got into a mutual fight and she lost. That was initiated by her. She called the cops and lied. It was a robbery. And I do have a woman by the name of Shesha backstage. We're going to bring her on shortly to talk about this. We got into a mutual fight and she lost. She called the cops and lied. It was a robbery. Said it was a robbery. The matter was not believed, and Shrewsbury police are still investigating the matter. My name and my cousin was out on Facebook by Shrewsbury police, which is not true. We are currently home, waiting to be arraigned because of loopholes in his story. And so then she sends me the link to the Shrewsbury police department thing, saying that a female called 911 to report she'd just been assaulted inside a home at 18 Julio Drive in Shrewsbury. Several officers were immediately dispatched to the scene. The victim was able to provide a description of the suspects and the vehicle in which they had fled in. Officers on scene determined that 2 female suspects forced entry into the home and attacked the victim with a knife and physically assaulted her. Yikes. The victim was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. All these cops were there. They assisted, and a short time later, they spotted the suspect driving the opposite direction on Route 9 and notified the officers over the radio. They spotted the vehicle and stopped it as it approached Lake Quinsigamon Bridge in Worcester. Officer Brownell and Vlas also assisted in the motor vehicle stop. The 2 occupants were arrested, charged with home invasion, A and B with a dangerous weapon, and A and B to collect a loan. So they had to collect loan shark bitches. All right. So anyway, the woman, now this was the confusing part. She's like, I'm innocent in this. I did nothing wrong. And then she sends me pictures of her beating this bitch's ass, straight up dog walking a bitch. Like, she brought her own photographer. Like, we're gonna go kick the shit out of this woman, and don't forget your photographer. Like, look at that. She's like dog walking. Wow. Dude, that's embarrassing to get beat up like that. It's not even a 2-on-1 fight. The other girl's just taking pictures.
Right? Pose.
If you're gonna get in a brawl, don't forget to bring your own photographer along. Yeah,
she literally brought a fucking photographer with her just to beat this woman's ass. Yikes! So, I mean, obviously, Rhonda Uganda won that one pretty easily, but I'm like, how is that? She goes, I'm like, why would you invade a woman's house and beat the shit out of her and say that you're the good person here? Because she doesn't have custody of her children. She pretended to be my friend and is trying to help my ex-husband get custody of my child, which makes no sense. My ex-husband used this incident to file a temporary order today. So, you know, when you get arrested for a home invasion, you're going to lose your kid. Just point. Maybe don't do that then. I don't know. I will also give you his story. So she wants to spill all the tea. I gave birth to because you didn't want to be with an abusive man, and people like her take money from men like him to help him plot. Her friend, who's backstage, an accomplished, and I think she meant accomplice.
Accomplice, yeah.
Shesha Hernandez is also proud that she's sucking a small 5-inch uncut dick and wants to disturb my peace. And then she sends Shesha's pictures there. Okay. And then I think these are messages from Shesha to Rhonda Uganda. She's like, yeah, baby mama, just call me, question me if we're fucking. I told her if I was, what business is it or yours? She said, I want to tell you he's engaged. I said, okay. I said, you're the bitter baby mama. Getcha. She said, I'm his ex-wife. Yes, the mistake he made. Gotcha. She said, I'm just letting you know you're not anywhere with gonorrhea. I said, honey, I'm established in my life. I have my own everything. I'm head of household and great education and career. You making yourself known to me is corny. You're not on co-parent status with Clifford. And if I am sitting on your ex-husband's face, sucking the skin off his dick, that's our business. Mind the business. That pays you. Ooh, sucking it right off. Okay. So this is what she claims. And so I Google her ex-husband. I do a little background research. I'm like, because everybody's got baby mama drama, and I don't know who any of these people are. All I know is the two parties involved in here so far that I know of. I know that there's Rhonda Uganda, okay, and I know she was arrested for a home invasion and a knife thing, okay, and she went to a woman's house and filmed herself kicking the shit out of them. I know that happened. I know that the woman she did that to is also a horrible piece of shit. She's like the Worcester Pedo. She's like, obviously her kids are constantly running away, don't want to be at home, has a million Google trophies, doesn't pay her bills. So they're both pieces of shit from what I understand. It seems like it. But gonorrhea, the Rhonda Uganda wants to set the record straight and be like, no, I'm actually a good person here. I'm not the problem. This other shit, Mommy Montana's the problem there. The coke dealer mom's the problem, and my ex-husband. So I look up the ex-husband, and his name is Clifford something. And Clifford's Clifford the little red hog here. He's got a whole bunch of Google trophies, A and B's, license suspension, A and B on a family member, larceny, shoplifting, unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, you name it. And then he's got this chart. This most recent charge is insurance fraud. Like the car insurance fraud people are like the shadiest people. They are the biggest scammers, the ones that try to and they always get caught because like car insurance companies, like they have people they pay to look into this shit.
Yeah.
And so he parked his car. He got in a car accident and then he parked it. And he's like, let's just say it got hit. I don't know if he didn't have collision or something. Or maybe he doesn't have a license.
It was on the curbside. Yeah, I got hit by someone and parked it on the wrong side of the road.
So they do a whole review and they determine he's full of shit. And now he's charged as a result of it because you can't do that. Probable cause found. He apparently works at Herb Chambers. If you go down, he's a car salesman at Herb Chambers. Is Ghanaisha still in the comments there? Did she go away? She was here at the beginning. Look at this dude. I think he still works there too. I'm not sure.
For the moment.
But she goes, she wants to be my step mother so bad to my daughter. My name is Chris Love. Clifford Quayson likes to use women against me. He is an ex-scammer and a fraud and a thief. He's currently facing deportation to Ghana. He's involved in romantic scams and credit card frauds, and he has a king track record as well. So my question is, why did you enter her home and beat her up? Well, she kept selling my 5-year-old child a Down syndrome baby.
What?
What? Okay.
She's trying to sell your 5-year-old a baby, or does the 5-year-old have Down syndrome?
And I'm like, so you invaded her house and beat her up because she said mean things about your kid? Yes. And she initiated the fight. How did she initiate the fight if you went into the house? How did you get into the house to begin with?
I don't know. If someone came into my house, I'd initiate a fight with them.
What? Okay. And then it's like, so she kept dropping a location to show up. You weren't required to. Nothing. You didn't have to show up there. But she told you to. Okay. So many places she wanted to meet and fight, and one was where I showed up. Okay, thank you. Do you need more evidence? No, you've given me plenty. She was begging people for money. I was one of them. She was extorting me. That's her behavior. So I don't understand where the loan part of this comes in. They were there to collect a loan. I don't know. She abused her child, Celeste Simpson. Okay, so send everything. And she starts sending me conversations. I want to redeem myself because I've lost privileges to see my daughter. She wants to help out more children in the system because she's a bad mother and I am not. Okay. And it's like, And then she sends a text. This is a text conversation that she had with the other woman's kid who she beat up. And look at the girl at the end was like, she goes, please don't. I don't need my siblings in separate foster homes. I get that you're very upset and you have every right to be, but my siblings didn't do nothing to you. I need them to all be together. I mean, the kids are the real losers.
So to clarify, she doesn't mind them being taken away and put in a foster home as long as they're all in the same foster home.
Well, yeah, David.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to take them, at least keep them together.
It's like she knows she has no prayer of saying.
She doesn't seem to care about them being actually taken away, does she?
No. As
long as they're kept together.
No. Do you know who she's talking to there?
No.
She's talking to the kid.
Oh.
She's not talking to the parents. She's talking. This is the kid responding.
I was having enough trouble translating the posts, let alone.
Kid's trying to be grown up, yeah.
Yeah, so the kid doesn't want to be separated from the other.
Okay, that makes sense.
So she's like, don't report this or we're going to get separated. And she's like, she is a bully. And the conversation that started the fight 2 days later, I'm on the news. Same way she bullies you to take the story. I need to redeem myself. She's all about redemption. Threats from her and bullying me. Okay. She is a bully. And so she shows me these messages that she had. Keep going down with the other chick. So check this out. All right, so here they are. Send me your car info and stuff. Okay, send me the mileage to your house. I'm not sure what's going on here. She's like, I'm 36 miles away. Okay, how much? She's like, $144, $4 per mile. I don't know if she's charging her for a ride. And then she goes, "Oh man,
that's what I thought when I read it." Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have. So this is like a ghetto. This is like a hood Uber or something.
Uber, yeah.
You want to try someone else? Call me back. You can call your insurance too. You know that they have free towing. Call me. I have full coverage. It's part of your policy. Looking for transportation. Can't talk. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Do you need a ride? Good morning. Can you do me a favor and call me a Lyft to work, please? Does this woman know how Lyft works? Do you use it on
Seriously, how did you work this whole story out from these messages?
I don't fucking know.
I read the blog and I couldn't make head or tail of it. I'll be honest.
I'm going to call you a Lyft. It's an app. How the fuck am I going to call you a Lyft?
Yeah.
You're a Lyft.
Okay. What the fuck are you talking about? It was a yes or no question, not to write a book about how are you struggling too. And why would I be watching your pocket girl? You losing your mind or something? What the fuck? I understand you. Okay. It just goes on and on. Then he left you for a fat bitch and you had to start all over. Then he put you in prison too. Damn, that sucks, bitch. You went from a Nissan to an Audi. I'm so proud of you, my love. You doing well. Kept it up. Why are you so sick on him getting mad at your money? Okay, and then it just gets ratchet. Goes back and forth. Bless you with Jesus' name. And then I will shit on you and your bitch ass daughter. Ho. Bring your moms too. I will have my homes run a train on the old whore. I got time, bitch. Call your trans mom, bitch, fuckface. Ghanaisha, you met your match, bitch. You bum ass bitch. You live for the internet, bitch. Talk is cheap. Well, in fairness, if you're gonna talk that shit, better be able to back it up. And clearly, Mommy Montana could not back it up because Rhonda Uganda just went to her house and we've seen the pictures. She dog walked a bitch.
She walked the dog.
So. And we do see you there, Shesha. We're going to bring you on one moment. I just want to tell the story first. And then we're going to have your side of the story heard. Okay. But she wants to be heard now. So I guess let's bring her on now. Let's bring on, this is Shesha. Her involvement in this is that she is allegedly the new girlfriend for Clifford, the car insurance scammer. And she basically is the one that said she was going to suck the skin off his dick, his 5-inch dick.
That's her.
Okay, that's her. Okay, so we're gonna bring her on now. See what she has to say. Is this Shesha?
Shesha, hi. How are you?
Oh, Shesha. Good. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? How's everybody? Listen, this woman is full of shit. Okay. She lied about everything about this is a lie. Number one. Okay. Number two. Let me tell you the truth behind it because there's no truth in this woman. Okay, whatever happened between her and Her and Sylvestine. Sylvestine is a good friend of mine. I grew up with her. We graduated high school together.
She graduated?
Yeah, Sylvestine graduated.
Wow. Okay. Go on.
Okay. So whatever she had going on with her gonorrhea, whatever her name is. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Whatever she had, Sylvestine had asked her, can you order me a lift because her internet was messing up. And Sylvestine in the past has asked me to order her a lift and she'll cash at me the money back. And she does it all the time. Her internet is slow or whatever that. Sometimes the Lyft app acts up, whatever. And she'll ask me to order her a lift, and I'll order it for her, and she'll cash app. She'll send the money and she'll reimburse me. So that's what happened with her and Chris Love, or whatever Clifford's baby's mom is. Whatever her name is. It wasn't that serious. She took it to a whole nother level. She took it to a whole nother level.
Is that Clifford I hear in the background there?
No, that's my friend.
Okay, so are you dating Clifford? Is Clifford your boyfriend?
No, Clifford is not my boyfriend.
Oh, so you weren't the one that sent the text message?
No, she made all of that up. I never said none of that.
Someone said they were going to suck the skin off his dick. I saw the message. Who sent those messages?
Yeah, but listen, the thing is she probably says she made that shit up herself. I've never even seen that man naked. Okay? Oh. Clifford is just a good friend of mine. I've never even had no sexual relationship with this man. Okay? I've known this man a long time. Okay? He's a good friend of mine. And the situation is this. She hasn't had custody of her child since that baby was 1 year old. She lost custody of her at the age of 1. So nobody was trying to set her up. And the reason why she knows Sylvestine's job address is because Sylvestine sent her the address so she could send the lift. Sylvestine was not sending her locations to.
So she just ran into. Do we lose you there?
Did we lose you?
We can't hear you. I don't know if you're moving around. Are you there? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. My phone was ringing.
Okay, no, it's cool.
Yeah, she just ran up in her job and recorded it for clout. And she wanted to go, she likes social media and she likes the negative attention. She'll do anything for attention. Okay? And anybody, she's like the baby mama from hell.
Oh, is she? So she doesn't have custody. I did notice that
she hasn't had custody of her daughter since that little girl was 1 year old. And do you understand? Listen to me. Do you understand how hard it is for the system? How hard it makes for stand-up men, just men, period, to get custody of their child?
I know that. Yeah, for a woman to lose custody of her kids, you have to be pretty fucking ratchet. We agree on that.
Listen to me. She was proven in court to be a piece of shit. Okay? All those charges that Clifford has, she called and she made them up. She made false reports on Clifford. Even till recently.
Time out there. But come on. She didn't do the false insurance scam on Clifford. He did that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I can't.
Do.
I can't.
It's like I read the court documents.
I fucking love you, Turtleboy.
You know? It's like, but it seems like both of these, like Clifford's obviously a larceny, unsuspended license, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, she got that charge last year for violating the restraining order when she went over the house and called him a bitch ass N-word or something like that.
Aidan.
And she got locked up.
She's in the comments, by the way.
She's in the comments. Gonorrhea's in the comments. Why doesn't she come on? So I want to give her, because she should be able to have her say too. I copied the link. If she wants to come on and
she's not going to come on. She's not going to come on. She's not going to come on because she knows. I don't know if she knows who you are. I don't know who she knows. If she knows, she realizes the type of person you are, the type of fan base that you have, and you'll dig up everything. You'll dig up everything and expose her. You will fucking dig up shit from fucking Ghana.
I did look up. She got a crazy record herself. I'm like, because she wanted to portray herself as like this whole thing was a big misunderstanding. So I'm going to run to.
Listen to me. She goes to jail for stupid shit. She's even just recently, she put a restraining order. She put a restraining order out on Clifford. Like, went to the police. Like, there's one thing if you really needed help, and domestic violence is nothing to play with. You know what I mean? There's people out there that are really suffering, that don't know how to do it. They believed her lies. She went and got a restraining order out on Clifford. Okay? Clifford was at work, and he was paying attention to his cameras or however his security system is. His security system alerted him that somebody is on his property. He looked, and he seen that it was the police. Okay? Oh. And so he wanted to figure out what's going on. She went and put a false
I'm sure he's used to that.
And made stuff up.
So who's got the kid right now?
Clifford has full custody of that child.
Is he really being deported?
No, he's not. He's
okay.
A legal
So that was
citizen.
Oh, he's a legal citizen. Okay, and he doesn't have like
a citizen. She goes around telling people all these lies about him, and none of these lies are true. None of these lies are
some
true.
Some of them are kind of true.
I don't know what his. Listen, I don't know. Listen, Turtleboy, I don't know what his criminal history is. Yeah. I don't know nothing about the insurance scam. I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know of him as a person, he's all for his daughter.
Okay.
Okay. If he was getting deported, then why would they just recently he got sole custody of her because she ran up in Sylvestine's job. Okay, the lady's house at, I don't know if you know Shrewsbury.
I know where Julio Drive is. It's like
Julio Drive. It's like right by a nursing home. Sylvestine takes care of an older woman.
Because I was gonna say, doesn't Sylvestine live on Belmont Street or something?
Yeah, that's Sylvestine's job.
She was like,
Sylvestine lives on.
She was at work. She was at work.
That's her job. Yes.
Wow,
that's crazy. Okay, so she did that, and she brought a photographer along with her, which is just
she brought a co-defendant, and that co-defendant got arrested too.
Yeah, the 19-year-old cousin.
Yeah, just for being a photographer.
That's not even her cousin. That's not her cousin at all. That's a lie.
Oh, it's not a cousin.
That's one of her puppets.
Okay, this is what. Okay, gotcha. All right. So yeah, I mean,
family.
The fact that Ghanaisha isn't coming up here is kind of tells me a lot. It's like she tried to play me. She tried to be like, okay, I need to get some damage. Like, because she probably saw that I did the story on the other woman there. And she's like, well, I can spin this because Turtleboy's written negatively about her. So I'll just message him.
What
and then he'll just
believe
about Sylvestine there. Because she knows I'd written about Sylvestine negatively before. So she probably figured that if she contacted me and was like, I just fought this woman, but here's the real story, that I would take her side. And I don't do that. I look into everything, and I'm like, wait a minute. You're pretty ratchet yourself there, lady.
Yo, she's very ratchet. She has so much. I've never in my life met, and when you meet an African person, an African woman, they're very humble.
Oh, she African?
I've never met somebody that is just so ratchet. Like I've never in my life.
Yeah.
Like lies that come out of her mouth, like it doesn't make no sense. And for me to say I'm gonna be her stepmother, well, if I'm her stepmother, why'd you step out? I stepped up to the plate.
Oh, so you helped take care of her kid?
I help him, yes.
Oh, okay.
Then she tried to switch it up and make shit up that I was abusing her child, and that's a fucking lie.
She seems like a liar. She's not being very honest.
That's all that woman does is lie.
Okay.
She's a lie. You'll catch her in her lies. Turtleboy, let me tell you something. Dig deep into her. Dig deep. And because all she's going to do, she doesn't know who you are. I've been following you for over fucking 10 years.
Oh, snap.
I've been following you.
Yeah.
Well, you're from Worcester, right? You're a Worcester person?
I contribute to you. I donate to your page.
Oh.
I am one of your fans. I know how you operate.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm all for Turtleboy. I know how you operate. Expose her. She's the one that exposed. Talk about custody. Ask her why she lost custody of her child at 1 year old. She hasn't had her child since
Ghanaisha, you didn't tell me about that, Ghanaisha. You weren't honest with me. You need to be honest with me.
And there's receipts. There's receipts. I'll get the receipts from Clifford. There's court
maybe we'll have a part
documentation.
two.
You know what? You got people. You can dig up into it. He's had custody of that baby since 1. And she's on visitation. She can only see that little girl once a week, and Clifford don't even want her seeing that baby that much.
Wow.
That's too much for him.
Wow.
Now, what's the deal with the Down syndrome thing?
Well, why don't we just, we got to move on to the next topic, but thank you for joining us. And this has been very enlightening. I feel like I have a much better picture of what's going on here now.
Yeah, she's full of shit. And then she just wanted the publicity, expose her and dig deep into it. Look how many times she's been in the jail for stupid shit, violating a restraining order. Then she was harassing me. She was harassing me from 6 o'clock in the morning on. Just
Clifford's here.
Unknown, I'm private. What are you calling me for? Why are you even worried about what me and Clifford got going on? You guys are not even on co-parenting status. You have to meet him at the police station.
Yeah. Is that you, Clifford? Are you there?
Cliff.
Yeah,
don't bring him up.
Oh, it is Clifford. I heard Clifford. Can you just wave?
Okay.
Can you just wave so I can make sure it's you? Because people like to do porn bombs to us.
My car, so.
Okay, there you go. Okay, you're good.
That's
He's good.
Clifford.
Okay. So what's going on? What's your side of this, Clifford? What do you got to say?
I mean, this is something really funny, and I don't know where and how we got here. The whole story is like we got married, it didn't work. I got custody of my child, and that's it. I actually don't know Sylvestine. Actually, I don't know her. Shay is a very good friend of mine. I mean, I sold her a couple of cars. She's an amazing woman. For the other party, what is my child's mother, has been continuously 4-5 years of stress. I don't really want to elaborate it all, but so for all the charges that you read, it's amazing. I have a lot of it's a storybook.
You have quite a few
my
charges.
Life is a story.
Quite
so
a few
many charges. Yeah, so
Yes.
I heard you said about the insurance fraud. To be honest with you, I didn't do that. Okay.
You didn't do nothing.
Oh no, so it's
Police
actually a funny
did.
story.
Okay.
I woke up
funny.
with my car hit. So
Yeah.
the story is I woke up with my car hit, right? I called the insurance. The insurance was already called that I was going to commit fraud. Amazing. Right? But I still have my lawyers on it, so we're working on it. It's going to be dropped soon. With the other charges too, as you heard, it's been false allegation, and about me getting deported. I don't know where that is coming from. I mean,
you got a lot here. Larceny over 250.
Yes.
We got a few of those driving without a license, shoplifting.
But to be quite
A&B.
honest with you guys, who has never got pulled over for a driver's license suspended? It happens
Me.
sometimes.
Me.
And maybe
Not me.
none of you guys over there. And even me, I've never gotten pulled over with a license suspended. But it happens, and I know a lot of people that it happens to. That's nothing for you guys to sit there and do all that over. This situation is so simple, and it shouldn't even be on a live because it was so stupid. Of a situation for
I
you guys
worked in
to sit
insurance
there
for
doing all
5
of
years. Let me tell you, I worked in insurance for 5 years. If you're going to decline a claim or accuse someone of fraud, you do all the investigation first. You do not accuse a customer of fraud until you are absolutely sure. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, so because they have an alibi, right? Somebody called them, told them that I was going to commit fraud. And guess who that is?
Probably her, I'm
We
guessing.
all know. Yeah, so
right.
it's been ongoing, and it's just, I mean, to be honest with you, I love my daughter so much, and I'm just trying to be a good dad.
Well, hey, here's the deal. I hate to cut this short, but we just got a couple other stories we got to get to. But if you have any more shit, feel free to send it in. I'd like to get to the bottom of this. If this woman is really what you guys are portraying to be, I'm all for learning more about this. But we're just short on time for now. But so thank you for joining us.
No problem.
All right, you guys have a good night.
All right, God bless, Turtleboy.
You too. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.
Hey.
So that was
I'm none the wiser.
I feel like I'm a little bit wiser. Like I definitely feel like Ghanaisha is the biggest problem in this ratchet love triangle here. I think
Was she the one who did the home invasion?
Yeah, she was the one that did the
Okay, that's a clue.
That's a clue. And she filmed it, and then she sent it to us to exonerate herself. That's fucking wild.
Carolyn works in insurance, and this is it too. How would she know your car is going to get hit? Because you had damage that was proved.
Yeah, I don't believe Clifford. I don't believe Clifford's innocent. I don't think anyone's innocent in this.
When he mentioned his team of lawyers, I was slightly suspicious.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you know what I want to bring up now, even though I didn't blog about this? Can we talk about the Rian Waters update?
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Okay. Well, what else? What else did I have on the agenda though? I put some other
murder
things
suicide lady.
The murder suicide lady. Oh, that's a while. Let's do that one first. Actually, that was the biggest story of the week.
Yeah.
Bring her up.
And you have dono at least.
Oh yeah, I do have donos. Let me get to the donos while I'm doing that. Okay. Okay. Ghanaisha, we want you up here. Come on. How can you not come up? Okay. So April sends 50. Thank you, April, very much. And she says, we want that crusty freestyle. Oh, you're going to get it. All right. We also got here, Wheezy sends $10 and says, Kate definitely sucks. True. But her followers are even more pathetic. How dumb can you be to believe her lies for years? That is a great fucking question right there, my friend. And then Jim Young sends $50 and he says on Cash App, I'm Cash App $ Uncle Turtleboy, but by the way, it says for the stories, guests, and research. So thank you very much there, Jim. And that brings us to 200. So we have unlocked the freestyle, but if you guys would like to donate again, it's at the top there. We'll bring up all your messages, show them if you like doing so. And that's a great question about how do they believe it. We can get to that a little bit later. I want to focus on the stories right now, but we are going to get to that. Trust me. So let's, because this is not the Kate Peter channel. This is like the Turtleboy channel. We do stories here. She's just one of tens of thousands of ratchets we've blogged about. She just happens to be one of the most interesting ones, I would say, like most fascinating, like queen, like just so what a web of ratchetry she has spun there. So, but right now,
you can't get rid of. That's all.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. So why don't we bring up the blog about that woman with the Lynn murder double suicide? This is a wild story. So yeah, you can go down a little here. Oh, and we got the classic Peter here with the naked pics. Okay. Anyway, so this woman, her name is there was a murder suicide in Lynn, a crazy one, a 4-part one. You never see that. And two men were found dead at one house. Another guy was found dead somewhere else. And then the shooter was found dead in her car. And what the media, for some reason, I don't even know if they've reported this yet. Like, it's crazy. Have you seen anyone else report this?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel like I've seen much of it, but I've heard about it, like, just from you.
I mean, this is from your neck of the. This is from your neck. It's from your neck of the woods, Deb. Are people talking about the story up there?
No, it's really not. It hasn't been on like Patch or anything.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like, so anyway, the shooter was a woman named Khosay Sharifi. We found this out. She's got all these pictures in Afghanistan, and
it was on the Daily Mail, I guess.
Yeah, it was on the Daily Mail. I did see that, which is not an American publication for some reason. Right? So she announced on Facebook that she was gonna that she was gonna do this ahead of time. So go down. Let's get to her manifesto here. So she says, several months ago, I found out that my sister has been abused by her husband for 14 years. He has choked her, slapped, kicked, swore at her, and the most recent, a year and a half ago, has punched her in the face. My parents and his parents knew all of these years, but have not really done much, but say, work it out. What will people say if you separate, or even victim blaming? I'm trying to say all this as nice as I can, so my post doesn't get deleted. There's no excuse for what he did. He kept doing it because no one did anything about it. How long did he think he could get away with it? They don't realize that abuse can affect someone, not just physically, but also mentally. No form of abuse is okay. Amen, sister. To my sister, I hope you start healing and actually teach your daughters that abuse is not okay, as they have also witnessed him slap you. I asked how they felt about that, and they said they were scared and didn't know what to do. Let's not pass this on to your kids as it has been passed on to you, because my father has also been abusive before, and verbally, but mostly financially abusive to my mom, from what I've been personally witnessed. Maybe that's why my mom did not protect her own daughter, because she's a victim too. But that's not an excuse. How can you let your own daughter get abused? Also, don't force me to be with the wrong person just for the sake of marriage. This whole mindset of just work it out needs to change, because it's not healthy. I will not deal with this nonsense. She then went on a fucking shooting spree, and she killed her father, her father-in-law, and her brother-in-law. Okay? She just went and fucking killed them all. And I had some thoughts on this story for sure. And not everybody agreed with this take, but too fucking bad, because that's just what I do here. So, first of all, this woman is an immigrant. I don't know if she's a refugee, but she's from Afghanistan. And by the way, she's got all these pictures on her Facebook page from a country called Tajikistan, which most of you have probably never heard of before. It's one of the stands. And let me just say, Tajikistan looks dope as fuck.
Beautiful, yeah.
Like, why aren't so Afghanistan has got 1 million refugees, and this nice ass country with beautiful lakes and nice food and cultures right fucking there, and you want to come to fucking Baltimore? Like, what's wrong with you?
They're probably like Hungary and Bulgaria and say, no, you're not coming here.
Yeah, I mean,
they actually have a border, I would imagine.
Why the fuck? Why would you, if you live next to a country like that, why would you want to go to fucking America? I'd be like, fuck no, I ain't going to the Bronx.
Do you want to go to Worcester?
Yeah, I'm going away. You want to come to Worcester? Like going out of the price chopper. It's like going out with gonorrhea. Like shit, like that's what we got here. Like what? We got this nice ass country over here, Tajikistan. You got all these people going to Baltimore. Like what? No, go to Atlanta. That sounds like
I want to go to a city run by Vaccine Waters.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seriously. So anyway, I would just like, my thoughts on this were basically, and some people thought this was like controversial, but I don't really give a shit. I'm just gonna say it. Like, if you're fucking, it's Islam. Let's talk about the fucking elephant in the room here, folks. Like, this is not. This whole like you will marry the person that we choose for you, and you will not divorce him. You will respect him.
You will not bring disgrace upon your family.
Yeah, because if you get divorced, then you dishonor me. How can I ever face my friends down at the cafe where we sit around and we all day and we drink the paper and drink cappuccino? And how can I ever face them? You will bring great dishonor upon our clan. Like, I am not exaggerating at all here. That's a fucking culture that exists, okay? And it really only exists amongst one religion. Like, let's be honest. People always say, what about Christianity? Christians, we've kind of evolved. I'm Christian. We don't do that shit anymore.
We don't do arranged marriages. We don't do female genital mutilation, honor killings, any of that stuff. Stonings. No, we got rid of it.
We used to. Okay? We used to. We don't do that shit anymore.
Not for about 2,000 years.
we got Wi-Fi now. Okay, we're good. We've
got Price Chopper.
Yeah, we got Price Chopper and shit. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. She says she wanted to take out more family members, but the cops figured out the 3 were all related. Oh, that's very interesting. And Sean would know. He's got some sauces, I think. Yeah. So that's an interesting tidbit right there. But I just my one thought on this woman, if what she's saying is actually true, okay, if we are to believe everything that she put in that post, then she did this because she felt it was the only option, which she could have just called the cops, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a very lucid, coherent post, wasn't it?
It was very, like, you would have no idea after reading that post, this woman's about to go kill for it.
Exactly.
You would have no fucking clue. And so she went and did it. And, I'm getting to, I can't read the comments. I look down for the comments 1 sec. I see Lauren Laguna talking about circumcision. I don't even know where the fuck we're going. I'm like, I can't even, but that's why I shouldn't read the comments during the show. But like, basically, I think that if what she is saying is true, then think about it. She literally there is a female genital mutilation problem in the Christianity religion. Okay, well, that's disgusting. And don't even compare it to circumcision. You're gonna go me on a tangent here. Women have a lot of fucking thoughts on male circumcision. Okay, and I have a problem with that in general. Like, ladies, don't worry about the foreskin. You don't know shit about foreskin. Okay, you never had foreskin. You might have tasted it a couple times, but you don't know anything about it. All right, because I see a lot of these women out there, and they'll say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't circumcise boys. It's bad," and blah blah blah. Bitch, you don't got a dick. You don't know what you're talking about. Circumcision's great. You know how I know? I'm one of the 10-20% of males in this country
who are actually for it. Yeah.
No. Because I didn't get the chop. Right. So
well,
I still
get. To be like, if you didn't, then you're fine with it.
Yeah, you've seen the videos, right? So like
no,
you know that.
I don't. I won't.
You haven't. Okay, a lot of people have. So it's I wish I was. Like, it's too late now, and now it would fucking hurt. It would scar up. I'm like, I ain't doing it now. Like, you do it as a baby. I mean, that was the first thing I did with my son. Yup, he ain't gonna grow up like me. I know what it's like. It sucks. All these women have these opinions about circumcision. Oh, you can't do it. It's mean. Bitch, shut the fuck up. It's great. Everyone should get circumcised. You know why? You don't understand.
Okay. I have to put it at this point. I have not been circumcised, and I'm glad I'm not, and I don't want my penis cut. Yes, it's all part of growing up and being British. We don't chop our knobs off.
Yeah, haven't you ever seen? Every time there's a British porn star, it just comes with foreskin. It's just like,
exactly.
Oh, that guy's not from America. No, but that's the thing. It's like, so first of all, this idea that the sandworm. Okay, first of all, it comes out. All right, it doesn't stay in there forever. But at the same time, I hate it during the fucking winter, right? Like, you go outside and you exercise and it fucking covers it all up. The head needs to breathe, folks. It needs air. It needs air 24/7. It should have access to air. You shouldn't have to pull it out and adjust yourself all the time, which you have to do. You know what I mean? If you're in my position. And it's like, I am so fucking jealous of people that aren't. And so when I hear all these women talk about, oh no, you shouldn't circumcise boys, that's mutilation. Shut the fuck up. You don't have a dick. You don't, like, your opinion on this is invalid. Shut up. But this is why I shouldn't read the comments. Okay. Anyway, let's if you want to know what my penis looks like, just go ask Bret. He can give you a full, or Gaffney. They can give you a full detailed explanation.
Yeah, I've not seen your video, so I can't comment.
Yeah, thank you, David. That's normal. Okay.
Welcome.
So anyway, my thought about this woman, if she actually did what she did, I think she's a hero. And girl power, because fuck her dad. If he actually knows that his daughter's being abused, and he actually told her, just sit there and take the abuse because it would bring shame on me. Then fuck you. Now you're dead. So don't do that next time. And again, if you're going to come here from another country like Afghanistan, which is a backwards, fucked up Islamic country, you better come here because you want a different life. Like that, right. You better, you're leaving a shitty place. Don't bring your shitty customs with you, right? Like, you're leaving that shit behind for the Taliban. Like, the Taliban wants that shit. They can enforce it. You come here, you don't have to do that anymore, okay? Don't bring your shitty, backwards 6th century culture to our country, because it's not welcomed here. It's just not welcomed here. I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's not progressive. What? Beating up women is progressive now? Like, I'm taking a feminist approach to this. So, yeah. Anyway, hashtag Aidan's extra emoji. Okay. Do the jail wedding next? What's that?
Yeah.
Jail wedding?
Yeah. With the Woburn cop guy, murderer.
The Massachusetts murderer, the woman from Philadelphia, I think it was, or Pennsylvania, that married him in jail.
Cop killer.
She was quite a hot chick, but she clearly has not a brain in her head.
Yeah, bring that one up. Can we talk about her for a moment?
Yeah.
They got the same birthday, so it was made to be.
Oh, that's it.
All right. So
we have our first birthday together. Yeah.
Oh, what is wrong with this broad? Okay. She's not bad looking either.
No, she's not.
Yeah, but she is clinically insane, though. So
yeah, she's not all there.
Her name is Janelle. She lives in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And she recently announced on Facebook that she's marrying a guy named Scott Hanright. And a turtle rider was like, wait a minute, it came up on her feed, and she's like, that name sounds familiar. So she Googled Scott Hanright. And and all her friends are congratulating her, but as it turns out, he's a convicted murderer. Now,
congratulations on your marriage to a convicted murderer.
Now, that is a little bit misleading when you say convicted murderer, because you tend to think like guy who murdered someone.
Pulled the trigger. Yeah, he was the lookout, wasn't he?
Right.
So he was, and it's an interesting story. So I didn't know too much about this cop killing. This was in 2010 in Woburn. An officer by the name of John McGuire, who was murdered by a guy named Dominic Sinelli, a career criminal who spent over 3 decades in jail. You saw his pictures there. Like, what a scumbag.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes in front of the parole board in 2008 because he was in jail for shooting someone. And he had previously, by the way, escaped from prison in 1985 by pretending to have a gun and then taking a real gun from an officer, and then he went on a crime spree when he had a 1-day furlough. Like, this guy, obviously, the second he was going to get out, he was going to reoffend. But in 2008, he goes in front of the parole board, gives this boo-hoo story, tells them he's changed and blah, blah, blah. They vote unanimously to give this guy parole. Literally months later, he's banging this guy's Scott's grandma, and he is doing robberies again. And Scott, for some reason, is living with his grandma, so he's around this guy a lot. And the guy starts telling him, hey, you want to do some armed robberies with me? It's easy. We'll just go and whatever. And so they start driving escape routes together, and they regularly start talking about robbing this Kohl's in December of 2010. The day after Christmas in 2010, Sinelli called. What was that?
Best day to rob.
Yeah,
On your birthday.
It's my birthday. Yeah. So he goes on a Turtleboy birthday robbery spree, and Sinelli calls Scott and asks him to go for a ride. He gets in the car. This is according to him. And when Sinelli came over, he realized he was planning on robbing the Kohl's because he was wearing a fake beard, a ski mask, all this stuff. And they get out. They get out.
Why do you wear a fake beard and a ski mask? Surely the ski mask covers the beard.
Oh yeah, how's that work? I didn't even think of that. Okay, so that's interesting. So anyway, Sinelli goes back inside. So they go to the robbery place. They leave the car on some street, and basically Sinelli goes in, and he tells the other guy, just wait outside the department store for me. He's like a lookout. They go in the store. Sinelli goes inside. Scott stays outside as the lookout. Although he denies that it was his role. He claims that he went along because Sinelli would kill him if he didn't. Okay. Now, do you buy that defense? Like, I went along because of that?
No. If they discussed robberies originally, he knew what he was doing. Yeah, exactly. It's a clear accessory after the fact, yeah.
All right, so they get there. The robbery does not go as planned. And he pulls out his gun, demands jewelry from people inside. Cops are there in 5 seconds. They see Scott standing outside. They notice Sinelli coming out with the duffel bag. They chase him down. A gunfight ensues. Officer McGuire and Sinelli are both killed in the action. Scott runs away. They find him shortly there afterwards. And John McGuire died 3 weeks before retirement, or 2 weeks before retirement. He was 60 years old. As a co-venturer in Massachusetts. Now, this is different. You're going to get treated differently if a cop dies. That's just how it works. When I was a kid, the chief of police in Paxton named Robert Mortel was killed. In my town of Holden, there was these guys going around robbing homes in Holden, and they got a call, and then they chased these guys down, and they ran towards Paxton. And the police chief in Paxton comes, and he sees them all, gets out of his car, starts chasing them through the woods. One of them shoots him. The other two did not shoot anyone, but they had guns on them. And they weren't planning on killing anyone, but they had guns on them. They were taking part in a robbery, and a cop got killed. So they all got sentenced to life. Okay, the other two get parole options. They've been denied parole every time they come up, but they do have the opportunity to get parole. But this guy, the difference with this guy, I suppose, is Scott Hanright didn't have a gun on him, and those guys in Paxton did. no felony murder in mass at the time. I don't know what that means. But, so anyway, so the real question here is like how. So he pleads guilty. He could have taken it to trial. He pled guilty. He got second-degree murder, sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 25 years. So how does this good-looking blonde chick in Pennsylvania fall for convicted murderer? Well,
because she's mental.
Because she's mental, yeah. This guy hit the jackpot. Let me tell you this much. Like, of all the, like, it's like, it's got to be weird, though, because it's like, you never get to fuck her. Like, you know, you control this woman, and you know, you could fuck, she probably touches herself to you all the time.
Yeah.
But you can't fuck her. So what's the point? I don't know. Anyway, so he goes on. Let me read this, her post here. She seems normal. Vulnerable moment here. Could someone tell me what the fuck is going on? Many of you know about my spiritual awakening that happened. I've shared some of my experiences and visions. This has my mind spinning. The first two screenshots are from the New Earth vision, which, okay, I don't even know what any of this means. I already know she's fucking crazy. And then she starts posting about, we tie the knot on 8/24 at 12:30, and 3 days later, we have our first birthday. Oh, they have the same birthday, which also happens to be the first new moon in Virgo since 2003. Oh, here's to our unconditional love, following our hearts and our new beginning as husband and wife. I love you unconditionally, Scott, and I can't wait to be part of your family. So she met him on some prison pen pal program, and he's into philosophy and astrophysics and spirituality.
It really is, if you write to somebody in jail, it really is a pen pal, isn't it? I didn't make that connection before.
Yes.
He's in the pen.
Yes. Yes. So they can fuck over Zoom. Can they? I don't think they can.
The phone.
I can't get my dick in the laptop for a start.
His profile bio said he had a profound spiritual awakening. He was looking for a like-minded person. I sensed a yearning feeling. I mean, I can't even read all this. It's just insane.
It is one of those blogs, isn't it, where it's fascinating in the nonsense that she's spouting, but when the second time you come to read it, you go, oh, no, enough already.
Yeah, no, it's like I can't. Who's reading this shit?
Yeah. What is going on in her mind?
Yeah, so
but at least it was the first new moon in Virgo, so that proves it was a good idea.
Well, she's a legal expert now. She's basically just she's basically a Kate Peter, like legal expert, thinks she knows everything on the topic, doesn't really know shit. And she's sharing this change.org petition to free him because she says he's innocent, even though he pled guilty.
He pled guilty.
Now, if you wanted to make the argument that, like, I don't know why she just doesn't say, like, he didn't mean to kill anyone. That wasn't the plan. In my opinion, this biggest excuse in this is he's unarmed. Like, that should be your number one defense. Like, he did not go out with a gun. Okay. And he's got no criminal record before that. So you can't be like this is part of a long pattern of criminal behavior with this guy. Like, you have a pretty good argument there that this guy was just fucking, if he wasn't living with his grandma, and if this guy didn't start porking his grandma, then he'd be, a free man today. But this guy shows up, and next thing you know, he's fucking in jail for life. But anyway, she's complaining about the jail, and she wants to get the media's attention about this. And she got me. That's about it. So she got Turtleboy to write about it. And he also went to the hole for like 4 months or 5 months because you read that story about how she got like a piece of letter in the mail and it had like cannabis on it or something. I don't know.
There was some sort of cannabis spray or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. What the fuck is cannabis spray?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think they have like CMD oils and shit you can like use, and somehow like I don't know if that was supposed to be like that or what.
He was trying to get high. Let's be honest. The cops.
What's the biggest currency when you're in jail?
And she's also like, he's being mean to me. Like the cop, they're being mean to him. Of course, they're being mean to him. He's a cop killer. He's in jail for killing a cop. That's a good one. I like that. So like, you're not gonna be treated very well if you're in jail for being a cop by the COs. Okay, they're not gonna have like mercy on you. But. So basically, this woman is head over heels about him. The most amazing part about this to me was all the people who were like, congratulations. Scroll down. Like, who is saying this? Like, if
Are you marrying the guy next door with a wholesome life and a great job? No, it's a convicted murderer. So congratulations. Well done all round.
I have to drive 7 hours and get a hotel room and not have
Was
sex.
there nobody better between Pennsylvania and that jail? Not one more eligible man.
It wasn't a single guy who had, didn't have the same. You have to have the same birthday as her on the new moon. You have to be
that narrows it down. I forgot about that. Yeah. Good point.
The astrophysics and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. Ghanaisha, it's too late. You had your chance, girl. You can come up on another show. We literally, I don't know why you didn't come up before. It's kind of weak to ask to come up now. It's weak.
Yeah, she keeps insulting people. Laura said it's too late, and she's like, "Oh, your mother, bitch." I don't think so. We don't tolerate that.
How dare she?
Well, we do, but keep her in the comments.
Now.
Let's keep it down. Yeah. So yeah, we're busy. Is he getting? So. The mother is on there too. Delane Hanright is like, I'm so happy. The mother-in-law married them. The mother-in-law says, I'm so happy. It was a very intimate moment. Bitch, they were in jail. And I'm still so honored that you guys asked me to officiate the wedding. So the mother officiated the wedding, which makes me ask, well, bitch, why was he living with his grandma if you're around?
Right?
Was he in the hole at the time? Because that would be very intimate. It's solitary.
Yeah.
Mom had a religious awakening too. That's why she's like a priest now. It's cool.
But like, why? Well, anyone could be an officiant and can marry two people. But
look at Tony Branch.
My question was, why wasn't she? Why was he not living with you? You're the mom. Why was he living with the grandma? If you obviously did something wrong, because he wasn't living with you. If he was living with you, then he never would have met this guy, and they wouldn't have gone on a robbing spree now, would they? So you kind of did this yourself. And you see the picture of mom, it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. And you see the girl is just like, I am so honored to be able to do this with you guys, and I'm so grateful you brought my son back to me. What? Back to you? I will always be so grateful to you for that. I cry again. I'm grateful for all the positive changes and healing we have all done. Next is Scotty coming home. Then grandbabies for you. Oh, bitch.
Oh, dear God.
You guys are all loose.
Hey, junior murderers.
He's going to have to jerk off in a cup for that to happen. Dear.
Yeah, right? And then you use turkey baster. It's going to be fucking...
And we know that they check the post for resins and sprays and cannabinoids. Maybe they check it for jizz as well. That won't get through.
Yeah. Okay. So do we want to do the War Act thing, or should we not even give him attention?
It's up to you.
Fine line that turned my stomach a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, let's just.
It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, actually.
Hey. Yeah. I got to get another drink real quick because I'm wicked thirsty for some reason. So and I got
the freestyle for sure.
Yeah. So
yeah, you need a lubricated throat for the old freestyle. Yes, absolutely.
You need a lot of lubrication up in this bitch.
Absolutely.
All right, let me be right back. Hold on.
Okay,
you guys
we
are
can
in
hold
charge.
the fort. Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, Caroline says $10. She says a few crusty bucks. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Oh my God. Right, I tell you what. While it's just me and thee, I'll vent my spleen as to why I don't normally discuss former TB bloggers or anything like that because I don't like to get into the nitty and indeed the gritty. Yeah. But what I really think proves that Cumshot Kate is the stupidest woman on the planet is she will, for the sake of, she will side with anyone who Aidan blogs about. So by the very nature of the beast, Aidan blogs about ratchets and horrible, horrible people. And yet that doesn't matter. By its very nature, they're by and large, Aidan's got his receipts, he's done his homework, they're going to be vile people. And yet Cumshot Kate will side with them just because Aidan's blogged about them. And therefore, she finds herself siding with people like Tony Branch, Rian Waters, Gaffney, right? Just because they're on the opposite side to Aidan. And that just proves what a stupid woman she is. She will side with anyone just because Aidan has written about them.
They all will.
It's insanity.
It's not just her. It's Bret. It's Amanda. Like, they're all that way. Yeah, they all have to pretend like they all don't hate each other in order to, like, own me. Because I matter. And Big Black Jeffrey. They're befriended. Like, that's how pathetic they are. So, yeah, we're gonna get to Rian Waters. We're going to do it. But I think we should do the freestyle first since people paid for it. Shall we do it?
Go for it.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We'll talk about Rian Waters. We'll just go a little out of order.
Ryan Waters will lead into that. So, let me...
Well, no, other way. The freestyle will lead into Rian Waters.
Yes, exactly. And then that will lead into more things we're going to say.
Everybody
okay.
loves David's hat, by the way.
Kate will look. Yes, she will. Okay. Let me pull this up here. I'm just going to mute you guys. There we go. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear this?
No. No.
Can you hear me?
No, I hear you. I hear you. No.
You guys hear me okay? It doesn't go. Okay.
We can't hear the music, though. Dude. Can you not hear me? Dude, I'm going to kill you.
Here we go. Here we go.
No!
Whack ass bitch by the name of Kate Peter. Took so many loads she could fill a 2-liter. Bitch got no talent. That ain't what she about. That's why she had to use Turtleboy to get clout. DCF took her kids because of the abuse. Out here looking like a Caucasian goose. When they took them from you, should have called Saul. Instead you suck junkie dick and drink Fireball. Service plan said you just clean up the house. Instead you lie and say Andrew Johnson's your spouse. I'm a bad parent. Thanks for the laugh, because I got all my kids, and you just got... Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, no music.
We got no... Why didn't you tell me?
I fucking did it!
Okay, hold on.
Times.
All right, we're going to start over. God damn it. Nobody told me. Okay.
I did! Okay,
sorry, I apologize. Well, I got to bring it up on my screen, or else there's no fucking music, is there? Well, now you know.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it doesn't make sense without the... How'd the acapella sound?
It was good, actually. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do here. Should I drop him? No. Like,
I'm like, okay. All right. So hold on. So when I did the test, why didn't you guys say there's no music?
I did. Like, I said it. I think you had us muted or something. You flipped over and you didn't have me there.
And I wasn't here when you did the test.
All right. Hold on. Can you guys hear this music?
Yes. Okay, cool.
You can hear the music?
Yes. We're good.
Okay.
That's good volume.
All right, here we go. Whack ass bitch by the name of Kate Peter. Took so many loads she could fill a 2-liter. Bitch got no talent. That ain't what she about. That's why she had to use Turtleboy to get clout. DCF took her kids because of the abuse. Out here looking like a Caucasian moose. When they took them from you, should have called Saul. Instead you sucked junkie dick and drank Fireball. Service plan said just to clean up the house. Instead you lie and say to Andrew Johnson's your spouse. I'm a bad parent. Thanks for the laugh. Cause I got all my kids and you just got half. Went to rehab, started pimping out Jade. Sure beats spending time with Hunter and Wade. Your whole backstory was not how you portrayed. Bob Barker should have took your ass against me. Gucci so dry, better stock up on lube. Should have been a mom, said you went on YouTube. The anger towards me comes from inferiority. Getting custody was never your priority. Your kids was raised by uncles and aunties. While you got drunk in your crusty panties. Instead of raising money for a big lawsuit, you could have spent time with your crotch fruit. Girl, you ain't smart with your pocket thesaurus. Looking like a bad bitch shaped like dinosaurs. Bitch, your only friend is Shesha Mary. Cause you got beef with the DCF theory. Tried to shut me up cause you know I'm spitting facts. Bitch, I'm at your lead, better stick to side racks. Lost custody cause you live like a hoarder. You went too far, now your ass got an order. How the fuck that happened? And Kate always wins. Bitch, you got a worse record than the Redskins. Talking shit about me, I know I ain't a saint. But you really hate me cause I'm everything you ain't. Self-made, well-known, breaking all the news. Got to where I am cause I put in my dues. I'm a revolutionary, the Worcester Garibaldi. You're so bad with kids that they call you Uvalde. Take a lot of shots, but none of them was landing. Cause the bitch I'm Turtleboy and I'm still always standing. Woo! Woo!
That was ballin'. Clip that.
Clip that.
That was great.
Yeah, make that your alarm, Kate. There you go. Bitch! Woo! Okay.
That was good. Take a breath. Take your inhaler.
Settle now. You get quite worked up there.
It's DMX. You gotta get worked up for DMX.
I like that. You dropped it a little bit. Yeah, right? Because, I mean, earlier you should have heard him Bret practicing. He almost he needed someone to grab his balls so he could get the high note at the end. He was going really high at the end.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm glad you guys like that. I appreciate that. Thanks for the donos. Yeah, I did bust up a sweat though. So
see, you get what you pay for. It's like a stripper.
Yes. So thank you guys for the donos. I appreciate that. Hopefully it was worth it. Okay. So here's
his voice.
Yeah, I got nothing left. So here's the deal. Where your kids at? Oh, that could have been a good bit. Where your kids? Where your kids? Where your kids at? Oh, that could have been. Oh, she got owned there. Okay. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here.
Not bad.
The woman
his
beating
book is
dog
his
killer
page. It's his
himself.
little icon, of course.
Okay.
There's
so
so much
here's
fire in my thing. Wow.
Yeah, not the real one, sure.
all right, so check this out. So Ryan, who has just never gotten tired of me beating him in court, is still asking for it. So last about, I can't even keep track of all the times I've had court with Rian Waters. He keeps trying to sue me, fails every time, pretends that he's scared of me, yet he's on here right now, clearly showing the opposite of that. So that's not good, Ryan. And he's just insane. Like there's no other way to put it. He's fucking insane, and he's a glutton for punishment. So he's got a website now, RyanWaters.com.
Jesus Christ!
And nobody had that.
And it explains all of his rambling nonsense. But I learned something on this actually. In May 28th, I filed a lawsuit against Aidan Kearney, aka Turtleboy, for defamation in Hampden Superior. So again, if you don't know the background on this, Rian Waters beat up the mother of his children named Samantha Cardin, gave her a black eye, her face is all fucked up, and killed their 10-month-old dog, Luna. And he was arrested for it. And we know this because she posted her pictures on Facebook with the black eyes and said, like, you know, he did this to me. Like it was basically like, don't stay with your abuser kind of thing. And it was written about back in early 2017 or like whatever. And I didn't know, I totally forgot about it. And he ended up intimidating her. My understanding is like, he made her seem like he basically told her, like, I'm going to accuse you of selling drugs if you testify against me. So she didn't want to, she didn't want to lose her daughter, who Ryan completely abandoned and never paid a dime for, and has never paid child support for. And she was too scared to testify. So when that happens, the charges are dropped. So then he sues me because he's like, well, I'm innocent now. The charges were dropped. It's like, no, it's not what that means. You were not found not guilty or anything like that. You're not innocent. Even if you were found not guilty, like OJ, we still know OJ killed his wife. Okay. So it doesn't mean anything. It just means you don't go to jail. So you got lucky. So he sued not only me, he also sued her. But we later found out that was just so he could get in the same room as her in a courtroom. He dropped the charges on the spot against her when he went to court that day in 2019, because that's what abusers do. He just wanted to be close to her. So he sues me, and he goes, because he consistently harassed me and my witnesses after court filings. And again, the people he thinks are witnesses are like, he thought Samantha was a witness. She's not. Okay. I told the court I was too dangerous. It was too dangerous to present evidence. The court told me to go to the police. I went to every available police station, and the state police told me to file a private complaint. The Springfield District Court cited outdated elements. He always loves to do this. Like he's his own. Oh, the court screwed up, right? The court, no, they cited out. So
he knows better. He knows better than legally trained professionals. Yeah.
I will give her 90% of the net profit of my book if she passes a polygraph and I fail. Oh, well, Ryan, no one's going to buy your books. There's no money in that.
25 cents. Yes.
Okay. 60% if it's one way or the other. 50% if she tells the truth. So Ryan, what you're seeing right here, this is just a way for him to continue to victimize her. That's all this is. This is a way for him to try to keep her around. She doesn't want anything to do with you, Ryan. You know why? Because she's too busy home raising your kid, okay, who you abandoned.
She's doing real shit.
Yeah, she has a job, unlike you. She takes care of her child, unlike you. She met a real man, by the way. Like, how does that feel? To know that somebody else another man is raising your kid. Your daughter is looking up to another man and calling her dad. How does that feel, Ryan? That must hurt. Probably not. I mean, it would hurt normal people, but you have no soul. So
he could get himself a hot blonde chick just by committing a murder and going to prison.
Ryan would last 5 seconds in prison.
If he was in prison,
true.
They don't like dog killers. Yeah.
By the way, does his mother have an OnlyFans section on his website?
Yeah. She didn't steal over 100K, and this is what Ryan does. He just starts going off and he starts saying these things about her and smearing her and calling her dad a pedophile and all these horrible things, because that's I can't emphasize what a worthless piece of shit Rian Waters is. You just have to follow the story to know all this. This kid has disabilities too, by the way, and he just abandoned her. Like that's
he's pure scum. Pure scum.
He murdered that dog too. When you read the
just to do it, he did it for the hell of it.
And I've seen him too. He's a psychopath. On one of his many times when he tried to get an order on me, one time it failed, and he lost it in court on the magistrate. Tried lecturing the magistrate about how the law worked. Kicked his chair across the room, and then said he was going to kill himself in the next 2 months or something like that. And unfortunately, he didn't. So unfortunately, Ryan,
that's a shame
because you can't even follow through on that. Ryan, why don't you come up here?
He's such a failure. He can't even kill himself.
Ryan,
properly.
I am going to. I know you're not going to. So Ryan, if you'd like to have your say, I will give you your say. If you'd like to come up here, that is the link to the stream. If you have something to say, come up here, okay, and say it. But I have a feeling you're not going to. Because you're a coward. You have no evidence, which is why you keep losing in court. And if you put half of the time that you spend trying to sue me into trying to be a decent person or get a job or something, I would forget about you. And we would all move on with our lives. The Google history won't be kind to you, but I would just kind of move on, and you would too. Oh, he says he's going to come on. He says, give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Is that real? Awesome. This would be crazy.
It's a 2008 profile, so it looks like him for real.
It is. And so he goes, this is what he says. The Springfield District Court cited outdated elements in 2019 to deny issuing a criminal complaint against me. I pointed this out to John Payne, but John Payne denied redetermination and refused to explain his decision because he's smarter than John Payne. Now, he tried to file. So you might have seen the whole Shannon LeBerry thing about how she had this whole theory, on the Kate Peters blog about me, the smear blog. I didn't even read the whole thing, but it's just so ridiculous. Sending pictures of my kids, such nonsense.
Yeah. Well,
no person with a rational mind believes any of it. And so Rian Waters decides that he's going to, use this in court. He's going to use this stuff in court, and he tries to use the Shannon LeBerry detective work in order to try to get a criminal complaint against me. And remember, Shannon LeBerry was posting on Twitter about how, this is going to be the one. Ryan's going to be the one to take him down. Yeah, probably not a good idea to put all your.
You're going to hang your hat on one peg. It's not going to be the Rian Waters peg, is it?
Yeah.
For God's sake,
the bloke with attorney first. Yeah, right. Sure thing. Again, Ryan, where are you? We're waiting for you. So anyway, so Rian Waters does all this, and he then tries to get a criminal complaint against me for the Shannon LeBerry thing. And what does she do? What happens next year? Let's see. So I'm going to be honest with you. I had a court date for this on May 25th, and I just totally forgot about it. I didn't go. I have so much court that I just totally forget. It was part of the storm, and it got mixed up in the storm there somewhere. And I had a court date May 25th with Rian Waters, and I just forgot about it. I didn't show up, and I'm like, oops. And so I'm like, well, I never heard from them, and so I never found out how it went. Guess how I found out how it went?
Did he tell you?
Yeah, I read about it in his blog. I read about it. RianWaters.com showed me how it turned out. And so he says, I in 2022, I once again filed for a criminal complaint over Aidan's newest crimes. And he links to Shannon's work. Aidan did not deny any of the allegations, but a clerk named Tyson Fung denied the complaint. So I didn't deny the allegations because I didn't show up. So he denied the complaint without any explanation on June 1st. Probably because you're ridiculous. Connie celebrated.
Yes, probably because it was horseshit.
He puts the dude's face in there, come on.
Yeah, like he's going to.
Probably because the guy had studied law.
He goes, Connie celebrated by I didn't celebrate because I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I guess I won. Guys, I win by not even showing up. That's how fucking good I am for it.
Right?
So I didn't even show up. There was crazy storm. What a storm this was. Not only do I not need a lawyer, I don't even need myself, and I can win this shit.
Or anyone.
I didn't even show up. I didn't even show up, and I won.
Rian Waters defeated himself in court.
That's great.
And he sends this proposed criminal complaint that obviously went nowhere. And think about all the time he had to put into this, and none of it mattered because it was just denied. Like he wasted all that time.
That's brilliant.
And so he's also got this. Now this is a record of the appendix. Like check this out. This is like he's got a table of contents and exhibits Kearney's malicious harassment, screenshots of fake profile of Kearney threats, Facebook messages between Kearney and Shannon, Holden police report, note from my old therapist, return, like all the chat, blog that group screenshots. Like, dude, pro tip, none of what you read, if you're getting your news from like Kate Peter and shit, and she's telling you like, oh yeah, this is real legal stuff and he's in real trouble. It's actually not. She doesn't actually know what she's talking about. Kate Peter barely graduated from high school. Okay. She's one of the girls that smoked cigarettes in the bathroom and got D's. That's who she is. Okay.
Got knocked up by the captain of the basketball team.
No, not the captain of the basketball team. She got knocked up by the other guy who was smoking in the boys' bathroom. That's who she the captain of the basketball team is not touching her ass. Yikes. The captain of the basketball team is going to college. Okay. He's
That's
not.
True. He was knocking up cheerleaders. Yeah.
So he decides that he's gonna spend all this time on me and go absolutely fucking nowhere. And he's got this whole website now. And there's some parts of this. Let me bring up all these. I got all these screenshots. A whole bunch of shit. Give me 1 second to bring them all up here. Well, you guys can talk about Ryan. Is he still in the comments?
Ryan.
No, now he's mysteriously disappeared. Like McDonald's out because it's like 11 p.m. So
that's exactly what it is. Yes, I was going to say. Someone said in the comments, McDonald's Wi-Fi shut down. Yeah,
I heard something. I heard something there. What does that sound?
Trying to come on, even though we
Ghanaisha, fuck off! You missed your chance. I'm very mad at you, Janine.
I kicked her.
Go away, Ghanaisha.
You think that Suzanne watching on a 1 minute delay is bad enough? She was watching on about a half an hour delay. Right? It was gonorrhea. Yeah.
Honestly, what the fuck?
So let me see what is this the one? I got a bunch of I got some screenshots over here I want to bring. Okay, so let me show you some of the shit that he's done here that I've screenshotted from this website.
Oh, please.
Know of a friend guess Peter is a major. Oh, of course she was. I mean, she literally, she was like, couldn't wait to get knocked up at 18. And then she fired 4 more out of her. She's like, take care of them.
Do you remember was it some friends of hers that came on the show and told us how she behaved when she lived by them and prostituting out her friends and
there was literally no plan to take care of those kids. She's like, I'll just keep firing them out and whatever happens, happens. So Ryan's he's also suing me. He tried suing me in federal court too, because he's suing Facebook and Google too. That was denied, and every motion he's got is denied. Let me actually show you. I'm going to bring up, let's go to mass courts, and I'm going to show you guys something here. Let's see. Click here to access public records. I'm going to show you the docket from this to see how ridiculous and long this fucking lawsuit is. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Waters, Ryan.
What do you think Facebook and make of this? Do they just throw it in the bin as soon as they receive something? They don't even turn up either.
No, they just have lawyers that just fucking are on retainer to just fucking make things like this go away, and they probably have a copy and paste fucking like
it just says fuck off on it.
I'm in on the emails. I've seen the Google lawyers.
Really? They have responded then?
Oh yeah, they have to. But they just have it's a drop in the bucket.
Formula. Yeah, it's like a form thing.
Yeah, it's a formula. Exactly. Like they've been sued by a million people like Rian Waters before.
Yeah.
So check this out. These are all of the events on this docket starting in 2018. Look at all this shit. Can you guys see this? Like, look at how fucking crazy this is.
He's a psychopath. There's no doubt.
So I got it dismissed. I won in 2019. He appealed. I didn't fight the appeal, thinking it wouldn't go anywhere. And then it went to the Supreme Judicial Court. And one of the 4 things that I won on was temporarily overturned. I'm in the process of getting that back, basically. And he files motions all the time. And one after another, they are denied. Like he loses everything. Nothing. And again, these are the people.
He's not winning in life, is he? Let's face it.
And you guys probably can't read this because it's a little bit small. But on the last one, well, I'm just going to read this part right here. It says, so this is the last rule, the last denial he had. It says, first, so Ryan filed an emergency for an injunction. Like he wanted the blogs taken down or something. I don't even fucking know. I didn't read it. And I don't even think I fought it. And the judge just denied it and said, first, this is not an emergency. More importantly, this 4-year-old case has spun off its axis. The only remaining claim in this case is count 4, alleging a claim for libel based on statements in Kearney's book that Water sold drugs. The final pretrial conference is on 8/30/22 in person. So that is Tuesday, I believe at 2 o'clock, Ryan. It's at 2 o'clock, right? And I'm defending myself in this one. And so basically all I got to do to get this to go away is just show that, because the only statement I'm being sued for,
doesn't have to show up.
Hold on. The only statement I'm being sued for right now is the statement in my book in which I wrote that so Kate Peter is the one that wrote the blog about Ryan, and she interviewed Sam. And in the book, I wrote that Kate interviewed Sam, and Sam alleged that Ryan shipped himself drugs in the mail. And according to the Supreme Judicial Court, well, just because you said alleged doesn't mean it's not defamatory. And because I didn't show up, I couldn't show him actually this is true. So now all I have to do is just show the judge that actually Sam did say this. So Sam wrote an affidavit saying, yeah, I told him that. And so now we're just going to get dismissed again. So it's going absolutely fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
But he thinks it is. Okay. Because he's
retired. Will he then try and sue her for saying that in an interview, do you think?
No, he thinks that she's a fucking
he had
witness.
her on there, didn't he? He had her on there initially. Wasn't he trying to sue her?
As a witness. He was initially suing her, and now he's treating her as a witness. And he claims that I'm being hostile to her, that I'm threatened, that she's only a witness. He claims that she only wrote this affidavit because she's scared of me.
Sure.
Right. And so, and this is his unrelated lawsuit with Facebook, the federal lawsuit. And as you can see here, he has, so this is him suing Facebook. And then over here, this is like a list of how it's going. And, denied on February 14th. Okay. Here's another one. He has proceedings and orders. He has he's appealed to the Supreme Court, guys.
Oh, he's here. Holy shit.
Is that really him?
Yep. That's how I see him.
Bring that cunt on.
All right, Ryan, you're coming on. Wait, what?
Okay, Ryan.
Hi, guys.
What do you have to say?
Well, I mean, for one, it's always been ridiculous in saying that can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear
you.
Yeah, sadly.
All right, yeah, it's always been ridiculous saying that she stole over 100K, and the child support thing is pretty ridiculous. And then the other
she didn't steal 100K. You're just making that up. So next.
And the scared to be testified. I mean, she said on her Facebook that she was excited to testify that day. But when she showed up, well, either way, when she showed up to court, it was a lawyer that showed her evidence that proved that she was guilty or that she was trying to frame me. And that's what actually made her plead the fifth. And I asked her at the deposition, what did the lawyer show you or whatnot? And she said she didn't remember. And earlier in the deposition, she knew the reason why she was there was to try to prove that I was a drug dealer. So if it did go down the way
you beat her up,
you
beat her up and killed her dog.
Then
you beat her up and killed her dog, right?
She should have said that then.
You beat her up and killed your dog, right?
I did not do either of those. And I'll do the polygraph thing. If I did,
I don't want a polygraph. We have a necropsy right here. We have a necropsy.
Well,
Ryan. But here's the whole fucking report from the vet.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, the necropsy doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying?
That's
what?
Yeah, because why? So what's the difference between me or a cabinet? Why do you assume that it's me? Like, I mean, because
the trained professional.
Only an insane person would do that.
Oh yeah, we're insane. The trained professionally, and you are. And you're fucking insane. I saw the way you acted.
Well,
you kicked the chair and said you were going to kill yourself. Are you denying that? I got the audio if you want me to play it. Do you deny saying that in court?
What are you talking about? Well, and then the other thing is actually...
No. Do you deny saying it? Yes or no?
I filed 8 charges of witness intimidation just the other day that you just got served with.
So,
and that's a lot more intense than any of this. And then the SJC petition to strip your assets. Why don't you go check that out?
I did, and it's going to go nowhere, just like everything you've done has gone nowhere. You know that, right? Everything you've done has gone nowhere, right? You've lost. Like, you keep losing to me. I didn't even show up.
I don't know. I mean, we're in the Supreme Court right now.
We're not in the Supreme Court, right? We're not in the
buddy.
Supreme Court. You have petitioned the Supreme Court. You petitioned Justice Breyer, by the way, who's no longer on the Supreme Court. So that's going to be difficult, by the way. But the Supreme Court gets thousands and thousands of petitions every year. They choose a couple dozen. They're not going to choose yours. You know that, right?
My audio is all messed up.
You have a lot of things that are saying. So you have a lot of things that are messed up. So the bottom line here is, Ryan, you, according to this, so he's bounced because he's a pussy. So we'll bring.
He actually came on. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Well, you know,
and said nothing other than incriminate himself.
That's going to be useful.
When Aidan offered to show him the necropsy, he went, "Well, whatever." So that's an admission of guilt, if ever you heard one.
Yeah, right.
The best part was he said that he goes, "Well," he goes, "Well, that means nothing." He goes, "You'd have to be insane to do that." Yes, you would.
Yes,
you're
precisely.
Insane. You're insane. We have audio of you in court threatening to kill yourself and kicking a chair, Ryan. You're fucking insane. Obviously, I've seen how insane you are. You just like the way he talks is so creepy. Just his confidence, the way he continues to abuse, like he is the biggest.
Oh, he's a complete sociopath. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
One of the worst people alive today. Like, and I've said this before, and he tries to use this against me. The day he stops living is a great day. Like Ryan, you are better.
You don't wish people dead by and large, do you? But him, that would be no loss to the planet. It would be a big gain, in fact.
Look at this application to the Supreme. So he applied to the Supreme Court on May 3rd. That doesn't mean it's going anywhere. He really is so retarded that he thinks, oh, the Supreme Court's hearing this case now. No, Ryan, you fucking moron. That's not how it worked.
It's classic cognitive dissonance, isn't it? It's this really stupid person who actually thinks they're really clever. And he's too really stupid to realize how stupid he is. That's how incredibly dumb he is.
The practice guides
like on the spectrum or something, because like he can obviously do things. Like he puts a lot of effort into the laws and shit.
If only he did put that effort into getting a job and paying his child support.
But he's just
and getting a life.
He's so arrogant though, too.
Oh yeah, so smug,
and he just has no reason to be at all.
No,
his gotcha was.
Is he still homeless, Aidan? You know.
Yeah, I mean that's what another question I wanted to ask him is like, where are you right now? But he goes, the practice guides told me that the Supreme Court would deny my petition if I asked too many questions. So he's learning about the Supreme Court from some online resource or whatever. So he's gonna learn about that way. This is how, okay. So we've read that part. I want to get to, and he's got this whole thing here about how the KKK, like it's crazy. I would highly suggest reading his website if you want to see how what the rantings and ravings of a delusional person with too much time in hands. And how about this? This is what he writes. Social justice warrior. This is an actual finding. Should be a protected class because he calls himself a social justice warrior.
No, he's only interested in justice in inverted commas for himself until he gets a verdict he agrees with. He doesn't think there's justice, but any verdict is justice. That's what justice is when the court makes a decision.
Right. And he just has this whole thing about slavery and social justice warrior should be a protected class. And everything on here, he always says in his filings, it's always the same shit. Oh, I was going to have a good defense, but now I'm scared because of Aidan, so I don't have a good defense. That's literally
By the way, how scared is he? He just came on your show.
Right. Obviously, I mean, that's not helping his case.
Not a lot.
The court is obviously sick of him at this point. I pointed out numerous errors. Just read this man. Now, here's the funny part, okay? So Ryan is a regular now on Kate's Discord, okay? She's and we'll get, so he goes, let me see some of these. Hold on. So, okay. So the other day, so he goes, I'm no regular. He goes, I have posted 6 times and no one responded, but checkmate is around the corner and I will be smiling with the last laugh. So it's like, why is he on? Why is he whatever? And then other people seem to know who he is. Okay. And somebody said, I support Masshole, which is your first problem, but I don't support Rian Waters. Okay. Well, I guess that's good, but not really. And neither should anyone else. I saw what he did to that woman and her dog. And then Kate responds and says, that part is supported by hard evidence. What part? I don't like Kate. She don't like you. Well, she tolerates you on her website, dude, because you're on there. And now she goes, I'm not afraid of it. We'll get to her in a minute, how fucking retarded she is. I did not beat a woman or a dog. You did. You did. Okay. And it's only, I would give her 70%. I don't even know what he's talking about there. It's like, I'm not even going to humor that bullshit. But then Shannon comes in. She's faux shizzle and says, utilizing the court as a weapon to lie and punish people you don't like is unacceptable, regardless who the person is. Yeah. Simp for Rian Waters a little bit more there, Shannon. Okay. Pathetic that you're doing that. Anyway, she seems to think that I am this character named J.K. Newton. I am not this person. Here's how this works. Let me. I should have fucking sent myself the screenshots, but basically, I could prove this. I could whatever. It's gonna take all day, but basically, Chrissy Yamak back in September when LG sent the videos of me to Kate Peter. She wanted to prove, Chrissy Akamoski wanted to prove that Leigha was behind it. So she goes on Discord and she makes this account called JK Newton. Now I'm getting messages from Deb. What's happening now? Let's see. Hold on. I don't know what that means, but okay. Anyway, so she thinks I'm this. So Chrissy creates this account called JK Newton to have this full conversation with Kate. And they do have a full conversation. It goes back and forth. And she gets the videos out of her. And she's like, and Chrissy tells me, go to the police now. So I did. And then I found out revenge porn is not even illegal in Massachusetts. So that was a waste of time. But it was Chrissy's account. And she gave me the login. She goes, you're going to need the login to show the police this. Okay, cool. So she gave me the login and I'm still logged into the account. I still have the login. And so the other night when I showed Discord on my screen, Kate sees that and she's like, oh, he's logged in under JK Newton. And because she's so fucking smart and totally isn't retarded, she's like, feel free to say hi to Aidan Kearney of Turtleboy Sports, who cares so much about me, Masshole, and all of you. He's been lurking in here for 8 to 9 months under a fake name. No, Kate. I did not. That was not me. That was fucking Chrissy, your friend there, who was fucking with you the whole time, who hates you, but you don't really give a shit about that or anything like that. So that's how retarded they are. And Rian Waters is a regular over there. How about this? This is how horrible these people are. Again, these people don't use their real names for good reason. Adelash says, and this is a Peter Reader says, I wish I could support you to Ryan in a more meaningful way, but my heart is with you for all that is worth. To Rian Waters.
Unbelievable.
To Rian Waters.
These people are, you use the word retarded, and I can't think of anything better to describe these morons.
And Martina Martinez says, I'd love to hear from our resident law nerds how a complaint, Rian Waters' complaint, gets turned down. Oh, I know the answer to that one. He's retarded.
I know
that. Yeah.
Because I don't have any legal merit.
Well, it's like, Brian's like, thank you. I have to fix the table of contents. Yes, that's the problem.
Thank you. I'm supported by morons that bolsters him. Oh my God.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what he's doing. So that's like the Rian Waters powwow channel over there. Okay. I guess he's welcome there. Now, if I had a Discord server, he would not be welcome in mine, but that's just me. So I want to.
I just saw in the Discord, Kate said, like, I'm not afraid of him in like verbatim. So that could be a defense too. Like, she's not afraid of you. She claims she is.
Oh, she said that a million times. And she's not afraid of me. She's not afraid of me.
But she won't debate you and she won't sue you despite raising a bunch of money off some morons to do it.
She is afraid. She is afraid to come in here for sure. Like, she's afraid to challenge.
100%.
Over there, but she needs the control. She won't.
She would never come on here because she can't control it. That's why.
Exactly
So,
it, yep.
And just
Was
to
that
show
not
you,
her the other night?
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna have a little thing about that. So, I want people to. Maybe there are some Peter readers in here, and I have gotten some converts. I have heard from people who are like, "Wow, I followed her because I'm into the chili stuff and blah blah blah, and I thought she was smart. Then I saw your shit. Holy shit!" People are messaging like, "It's working, Kate. The campaign to expose you is working. Like a lot of your followers are retarded, but not, some of them."
Have you seen Ryan in the court series saying the only fair way to decide things is a polygraph? I'm pretty sure polygraphs are inadmissible in most courts of the USA because they're so unreliable.
Ignore him.
Moron.
So,
what a fucking moron.
For the people looking at Kate Peter, and here's the thing with Kate, is she is so convinced, right? Like she's a true psychopath, but she's also an extreme ratchet. And sometimes I have to remind, somebody told me this the other day and it resonated. You can't attempt to think rationally with these people. You can't assume that they'll ever think rationally. Like, think of how irrational you are if you just gave up to your kids. Like they were taken from you. Like you just didn't put up a fight. You just didn't you didn't do the bare minimum required. I think I think his name was Bret Killerin. I think he had a famous comment. What did he say?
To get your kid taken in Massachusetts as a female, bruh. You literally, they gotta catch you fucking pimping her out and fucking lighting your crack pipe off its head.
Yeah.
There's a Bret quote for everything, isn't there?
Right.
I learned about you from Kate when she kept saying Turtleboy. So there's one convert right there who learned the truth, right? It's like the reason she's obsessed with me is I'm not her typical person that she goes after. She likes to go after people like Cyrax who are, borderline retarded and something's wrong with them because they're not smart enough to fight back. I'm much smarter than Kate. Like I'm 2 classes away from a master's degree, Kate. I went to UMass, right? Like I was in honors classes in high school. I took AP and shit. You were smoking cigarettes in the bathroom and you barely graduated from Monomoy. That's who you are. You've lived in a bunch of Section 8 housing. You're not smart at all, but everything you learn is on the internet. But she truly believes that she is smarter than not only me. I mean, she thinks she's way smarter than me, but she's also smarter than police. She's also smarter than judges, and she's also smarter than attorneys. And how do we know this? Well, let's just listen. Kate attempted to get a restraining order on me in March of 2010 because she found out that I found out about her past, and I was going to write about it. And she was trying to prevent that from happening. So she went to Attleboro District Court, and we had a 2-party hearing. And just listen to her here lecture the judge about federal law. And I want you people that maybe there's some more Peter readers out there that still think this is a smart woman. Listen to how the judge just humiliates her in this. It is fucking great.
You think this order should be issued on your behalf?
Yes, sir. So what I would offer to the court, because I don't want to presume either the court's cyber literacy or lack thereof, is
stop it right there. So she tells the judge what I would.
Our opening thing.
I got it. So I would, present to the court because I don't want to assume your cyber literacy or lack thereof. Right. So she's lecturing the fucking judge.
My.
I don't want to assume you're a fucking idiot. So I'm going to tell you about what I found on Google. Okay. And this is what she goes on to say. So she's going to read off. She found something on Google and she's going to lecture the judge about why this is the reason order should be placed on me. And she does what she always does. She just says it really fast and in her cringy voice. And she thinks that, well, if I say it fast and I use big words, the court is going to assume I'm smart. Now, this works with people who are extremely stupid who follow her, but it doesn't work with people who actually know the law, like judges. Let's listen to this.
The U.S. DOJ Cyber Misbehavior Attorneys Bulletin from May 2016, volume 64. It outlines some cyber stalking and cyber harassment behaviors. This is what this case centers around. They include repeated, unwanted, intrusive, and frightening communications from the perpetrator by phone, mail, and or email, making direct or indirect threats to harm the victim's children, relatives, friends, or pets.
I need to stop you there. What is it?
I need to stop you there. She was like, what are you talking about, bitch? What are you talking about? So let me play some more.
You're reading from again, just so I understand.
The Department of Justice Cyber Misbehavior Attorneys Bulletin from May of 2016.
Counsel, have you seen this document? No, sir. All right, and this is some sort of a regulation? Or is it a regulation?
It goes after some of the federal laws, understanding as far as cyber harassment and cyber stalking.
All right, but what I need you to focus on are the allegations in this case, not so much the body of.
First of all, bitch, this is a district court and you're reading federal laws. Even I know the fucking difference between that. There's a whole other level called the state court after that. You're not even close. Why are you bringing up federal laws in a district courtroom? Second of all, this is a restraining order hearing. You just need 3 pieces of evidence that I have, put you in fear of imminent harm by directly harassing you. And I never did that. So what are you talking about? She thinks that if she just keeps talking, because this works on her show. When she goes on there and she starts talking really fast and using big words like this, the people who follow her are stupid. They're like, oh, well, she's using big words and she's talking really fast. So she kill shot Kate. Yeah. But this is what she's actually like when she's not on YouTube. This is how people treat her in the real world. Like the joke that she is.
Regulations that might be from the U.S. Federal authorities. The question here in Massachusetts is whether or not the person who's asking for the relief, that's you in this case, and it's Mr. Kearney in his case, whether that person has been subject to harassment as the term is defined under our law. So it's not so much what the Attorney General may have done in the U.S. system. It's what the statute controls here in Massachusetts that governs what I have to decide.
Sure. So on February 16th, 2020, Mr. Kearney did acknowledge that his actions would cause me fear. He stated, now for the first time, she's referring to me.
Are you referring to something in your affidavit or is this something else?
This is something else.
Okay.
This is the pattern of behavior has been ongoing since the issuance of the order.
Okay.
It has become so egregious and bothersome that the local police have actually, and I do have the police report, declined to take any more of his phone calls.
They're like, how are you?
So
the guy's like, where's the harassment?
Cyber mob after the North Attleboro police. I do have documentation of that as well. The police stated when they summarized the report, and I'm going to quote from this.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me.
It is so funny.
Contrary to Kearney's assertions, there is insufficient evidence of wrongdoing on the part of Peter to bring any charges. Furthermore, this department will not be compelled into misguided action by Kearney's antagonistic online posts. Should Kearney report anything additional, he will be referred to the Holden, Massachusetts Police for further investigation.
All right, so let me make sure I understand what you're referring to. Something that occurred in North Attleboro that you're saying Mr. Kearney prosecute or attempted to prosecute cases with the North Attleboro Police that involved you as a defendant?
Correct.
Okay, tell me about that.
He is asserting that and this is in his affidavit as well, it is patently untrue, that I hacked into his Facebook account to write myself.
It's like, judge is like, what does this have to do with anything?
That did not happen. I provided the North Attleboro Police with a copy of my.
Okay, you're here to get an order on me. They don't need the whole fucking background about actually about hacking. He says I'm hacking, but I'm not actually hacking. I have documentation to prove this and blah, 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 blah. It's like, bitch, you are supposed to be here because you're scared. What is this man doing to scare you? Get to the fucking point.
Yeah, but she said egregious and bothersome.
She did.
A history to demonstrate that I had no access to his account at the time. They took some witness testimony about an individual who had removed his Facebook accounts from admin privileges on Mr. Kearney's page within a 3-minute period. He did explain it's because he did not want to be involved in this situation. Mr. Kearney, police are now declining. He acknowledges that his actions would cause me fear. He said, now for the first.
So what do you believe that he's referring to?
He is referring to February 12th of this year when I asked to part ways from his blog. I was writing under his blog. He has failed to do so.
When you say there were words that were unpleasant, what are you referring to?
I called him a scam artist. I said that, if he's not able to support himself with his blog and he needs to solicit donations, that he should get a job. They weren't nice things. They were rather.
So she tells the fucking judge, so I said, I talked a lot of shit about him. And the judge is just like,
so I showed I wasn't afraid of him.
So this is just an online feud and you're coming here for a fucking order?
Pointed. I don't consider them abusive or threatening or anything like that, but they certainly were not, I wouldn't speak to my mother like that. Okay. But, he then just started threatening me. He said, I asked him 3 separate occasions, and I do have the text of that, to please stop contacting me. He said things like, I'll leave you alone, tune in tonight, I guess, you could apologize, and call me and apologize, and we can do this the Turtleboy way. He is referring to his online blog.
That's right.
Because he does engage in the active cyber mobbing, which has actually seeped over into almost every single facet of my everyday life. He sent me another text saying, let me know.
So by that, you're saying cyber mobbing. So you're saying what he's doing is using his online presence and platform
to direct harassment my way. So he's painting me in an extremely negative light. He's making ominous, threatening statements. He
The
doesn't
gist of it is what? So I need to understand.
he's made. I mean, we're talking pages in the 200s here. He
The
doesn't.
gist of it is what? So I need to understand what it is that you're alleging is the act of harassment.
So this is a comment that he made in reference to me. I got plenty more where that came from. I'm done playing nice. If this bitch wants to play with fire, we can burn everything. She's fighting out of her weight class.
That was the fucking post that she made. The post about burning everything. She posted that.
On another instance,
and so this is just one of the biggest
in our online store. Some of these
disasters.
items I have.
Let me.
Looks like you want to get my attention.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
so this is.
There are other cases with people.
So this is let's just jump to the judge's decision in this and listen to what happens when the judge tells her, I'm denying your fucking petition for an order, and she once again tries to lecture the judge about how to do his job.
People flipping other people off, some really nefarious actions that were not held to be sufficient under the harassment prevention order. Now, could that change? Absolutely. Could change in a heartbeat if somebody were to engage in the type of activity proscribed by this particular statute. Ma'am, it looks like you want to get my attention.
I'm sorry.
She's like,
with all due respect, I would like to just again reiterate and point to Mr. Kearney's communications with me, where he did explicitly communicate that he was intending to put me in fear.
Right, and so, ma'am, I would, not that I have to make specific findings under the situation, basically that we're being recorded, everything is available for appellate review.
She's so nervous.
In the
Like, she
testimony
gets
that's before
so
the court,
nervous.
I'll just recap a couple of things. There is an awful lot of, we'll call it public trash talk, right, that you've presented. It's really awful stuff, and you're mentioning family members, and you're mentioning that this is serious, and I take you at your word that that is serious. There's also credible evidence that in retaliation to that, you've submitted responsive comments which were designed to sort of poke the nose of this. Well, it is in evidence,
like,
ma'am, and I know that you're shaking your head and maybe you're disagreeing with me, but that language is in there, and that's
so embarrassing.
May not have been
Kill shot
retaliation,
Kate.
but it's to that
Kate
end
always
that
wins.
There's this sort
Kill
of going
shot.
back and forth. At some point, our society, I suppose, will put statutes in place to prevent this type of behavior, because as
I love what she's like. He goes, you're shaking your head at me, man. She's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Judge. You went to college and law school.
So
and
arrogant.
fucking worked as an attorney for years. You don't. I'm kill shot Kate. People listen to me on Discord. I talk fast and I say surreptitiously. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, Kate. I mean, you probably are incapable of understanding this, but you know, and you're not going to believe this, but I'm actually much smarter than you, much smarter than you. I'm everything, whatever it said, everything I said in that freestyle is true. I'm everything you'll never be. I have 100% of my kids. I always will. I'm not a perfect person, but I'm certainly not a saint. I have my own issues, obviously, but I don't break the law. I've never been arrested. I don't have court judgments against me.
No DCF.
Yeah, no, DVF never been involved in my life. I don't even know
There you
where
go.
DCF is. You do. You're all right. Your file is, as your email said, voluminous. Your voluminous file.
It's like the Encyclopedia
quite
Britannica.
wide. It gets so big that they can't get it in one trip. She's like, okay, I'm going to need some time because it's voluminous. Now, Kate has an order against her right now, against a woman who we've been kind enough to redact her name. She is a victim. Now, Kate is under the impression, I guess, that I am like putting people up to this. Kate, let's be very clear about this. I'm not putting anyone up to anything. Kate likes to go because she can't touch me because I'm just untouchable. Let's face it. Like there's nothing you can do to hurt me.
Teflon on.
Yeah. Like a much bigger and better than you have come after me. And so basically she's got she's attempting to get, what's she trying to, so she got an order on. So she goes after people like, I don't know, who has she gone after? Like, I think Kate Batiste, like a lot of people like this that she's gone after, like my family, for instance. She's gone after, she contacts members of my family. Like that's fucking insane. They they know everything. Okay. There's nothing you can tell them that they don't already fucking know. So you're nothing more than a crazy person to them. Like they don't take you seriously. Nobody takes you seriously. Okay. And so your obsession with my personal life is just fucking bizarre. It's just bizarre. Like nobody cares who's fucking who. Nobody cares. Okay, you care for some reason, but nobody in the real world actually gives a shit about any of that. Your allegations about screenshots of you're threatening people under fake accounts and kids and blah blah. Like the only person that's taking that serious is Rian Waters. That's it. He's the only one using that in court. And as you've seen, when he used your evidence that you compiled to try to get a criminal complaint, it couldn't even get past the magistrate. That's how weak your evidence is. So this Kate always wins. No, she mostly loses, actually. As we saw there, that was an embarrassing loss.
Oh, that was humiliating, wasn't it? It really was humiliating.
Yeah, so she has an order on her right now out of a courthouse in Boston because she went after a woman who she believes, who she's a friend of mine, and she's just obsessed with this woman. Okay, she's never talked to this woman before, although she has talked to her before. Like, for instance, several times on her show, she has addressed this woman by name and spoken to her directly. Okay, she said on her show she's never even contacted the RO lady. Well, here's the thing. You know what counts as contact? Like, so for instance, Lawrence, I'm just going to assume your name is Lawrence. I know it's probably not. So let's suppose I came on here and I said, Lawrence, I know where you live, Lawrence. That's contact. That's legally contact because I'm addressing you. When you do that under Massachusetts state law, that counts as contact. The police consider that contact when you specifically address a person on the internet like that, which she has done several times. She has posted this woman's intimate pictures. She has exploited this woman. Why? Because this woman has done nothing to her. She's doing this because this woman is friends with me. And that's what she does to people who she doesn't allow people to be friends with me. Okay. And so Kate has this order on her, and a smart person, what would a smart person, she has a hearing date coming up, but what would a smart person do in this situation until the hearing?
Maybe shut
the fuck up.
Yeah, maybe shut the fuck up or just tone it down a bit. Nope, not kill shot Kate. Kate always wins.
Come shot Kate, please.
Come shot Kate. So come shot Kate never loses. This is what, and she honestly believes this. So she did a fucking stream the other night, and it was classic. And Bret, her too, it's so funny. Like, I love watching Bret and Shannon on there kiss her ass. Like, it's the most pathetic and hilarious thing I've ever seen, watching this man emasculate himself. Imagine how pathetic you have to be to say all of those things about Kate and then go begging to her, like groveling to her, be like, let me on your show, Kate, so someone will pay attention to me. I'm not allowed in Turtleboys anymore, but I need somebody to listen to me. Who else is going to hear the funny things I say? Who else? I need, please, Kate, let me on there. That's how pathetic he is. And then Shannon's just Mary LeBerry, whatever, O'Laughlin. She's never had a friend. She probably hasn't had a friend in 20 years. She lives in Section 8 housing with her husband, AJ, who cheated on her. And she falsely reported him for abuse. That turned out to be completely untrue. And still lives with her for some reason because he doesn't want her to have the kids alone because he doesn't trust her with them. Like, these are the kind of psychopaths that, and Kate hates her, by the way, because Shannon, when Kate worked for me, Shannon pretended to be a Turtleboy blogger, and people were sending her information on stories and she was withholding them from us. So Kate despises her. Because she pretends to be a cop and pretends to know everything and blah, blah, blah. Kate fucking hates her. But again, she's willing to be friends with this woman because she thinks it's like owning me. But it's in reality, I'm just laughing at you all. Like, you're all retarded. We're all fucking laughing at you. So let me play some of this tape. So keep in mind, she has a fucking order out on her. And she is not allowed to address anyone. So let's listen to some things that she says here, shall we?
Things that a harassment order can order someone to do: not contact you, not threaten or abuse you, not show up at your home, not show up at your place of work, not go near you. 5, I'm sorry, but not showing up would actually come. That's it. They can't order anything else on a harassment order. It is established by case law in the state of Massachusetts. So I will not have to take down your pictures because it's not covered under a harassment order.
Wait, I will not take down what? What'd she say? I will not take down what? Did you guys catch
your
that?
Pictures, she said.
She said your pictures.
Your pictures, yeah.
Your pictures. Who does she mean by your? Who's she talking to?
100%.
She's talking to the victim.
Yeah.
She's talking, that is directly talking to the victim. I will not take down your pictures. There's only one person there who she's speaking to. There's only one person who has an order against her. I will not take down your pictures, she says to her. Let's play some more.
I don't give a fuck. The only reason those pictures are up is because Aidan is in them.
Oh, so there you go. So the only reason those pictures are up is because Aidan is it, because I'm in the pictures with her.
So now she's
And
confirming
so
that
she's not talking to you.
So now, if her defense was going to be, well, I'm not talking to you, I'm not addressing Aidan, that confirms that you're not addressing me because you're in them with Aidan. Yeah. Oops. Well, but she keeps talking.
You are an expendable, changeable, your face here situation. It could have been anyone in those pictures, right? The fact is that Aidan is constantly engaged in extramarital affairs, and we're putting it out there because that's what he does to everyone else. If you really don't want other people involved, Aidan, stop saying that my children motherfucking molest each other, for starters.
And there she says her motive. So basically her motive is because you exposed me for being such a horrible parent. And by the way, Bret was the one that said all that your kids did all each other. That was actually Bret, the guy below you who's sucking your dick right now. That guy said all those things about you. And it's all true, by the way. It's all in the documents.
It's in the documents, yeah.
And we got those from a very trusted source, and you know that too, Kate. So she knows. She's very well aware of that, and so she doesn't want me to do that. So she just basically announced the reason I'm going after people associated with you, Aidan, is because I'm mad that you're exposing me for being a bad parent. And as you hear in that, she directly is addressing the victim. That is what we call contact, okay? And that, miss, I believe is a violation of the order. Now, will that be brought to the police? I don't know. It's not my order.
Should be.
I would do it if I was the victim, but I'm not the victim here. I'm certainly not a victim in this. But the victim would certainly be well within her rights to bring that to the police because you're clearly addressing her in there. Now, prior to that, throughout this whole thing, she did a really good job for the first 20 minutes of not addressing the victim. She actually said in there, I can talk about the victim, but I can't talk to her. And she did a good job of not crossing that line. And then she said that. And I know she's watching this right now, and she's trying to think of a way out of this. She's trying to think, how can I explain that and say, oh, I was actually talking about Aidan. Again, let's play that again. And we're going to see she can't possibly be talking about me here.
Not show up at your place of work. Not go near you. 5, I'm sorry. But, not showing up would actually come. That's it. They can't order anything else on a harassment order. It is established by case law in the state of Massachusetts.
Case law. Oh, yeah.
I will not have to take down your pictures because it's not covered under a harassment order. I don't give a fuck. The only reason those pictures are up is because Aidan is in them.
So she can't be talking about me.
Not talking to you.
The only reason your pictures are up is because Aidan is in them. That's it. You're talking to her. So it is what it is. Good luck with that one. Kill shot, Kate. Kate always wins. So if Kate always wins, then why didn't she get that order on me in Attleboro? Why does she have an order on her right now? I mean, smart people might start asking these questions like, wait a minute. I thought Kate always wins. I thought she was kill shot Kate. I thought Turtleboy was borderline retarded. And by the way, I'm not behind. She thinks she's like, I know he's behind this thing. I'm not. Believe it or not, Kate, when you go around victimizing innocent people, some of them eventually stand up to you. And that is exactly what has happened before. So
here's a thought with a good old friend there, Come Shot Kate. She's pretending that her biggest gripe with you is some sort of fixation on extramarital affairs. Hasn't she been in an extramarital affair for the last 10 years? Because she's still married to some guy from all that time ago.
That's what I don't get. Like I keep saying
So
that.
she's been shagging someone who isn't her husband for at least 10 years.
Well, she claims it's not. She claims I'm lying about that. But again, she has offered. It's like,
but there's
when are
nothing
you-
in the courts anywhere in New England that says she's divorced from him.
Yeah, like when are you going to provide those documents? Kate? Didn't a foster mom?
Wait till the 10-year period's up so she can get his like Social Security or whatever.
Bingo.
That's exactly what it is. And so, but now I am hoping now, and if Kate goes into court, because she's so arrogant that she might go into court for this hearing and speak to the judge the same way she spoke to that judge in Alabama.
Yes,
oh God, I hope. Please, yes, do that, Kate. I would encourage Kate, please. You know what you're doing. You're really smart. You're way smarter than the judge.
You know more about the law than him.
Like Bret agreed with you that this order is ridiculous, right? So you should definitely listen to Bret, like, because Bret is and Shannon, they're very good at court too. They're very smart.
They're super experienced.
Yeah, they're very experienced. I don't know if Shannon is comes from a family of cops.
She's pretty
Yeah,
much
she knows a lot.
police officer. Forget it.
Graduated.
You should definitely listen to her.
Shot. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Summa Cum Shot. Yeah. So yeah, definitely go ahead and follow her up on that because she totally knows what she's doing. And so I'm looking. I just sent myself a screenshot of this, but it's not coming through. Let me see if I can send it over here. Hold on one sec. It's an interesting one that she posted.
She's never come after me for some reason. I don't know
Why
why.
am I on the screen? Why? Why is
Yeah,
it
it's only you and me
lost him.
here.
We lost
I think
him,
we've lost him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aidan. I didn't do it.
We've been hacked.
Oh no. Maybe or tonic.
But yeah, she's never come after me for some reason, and wow.
Hey, I'm back. How the hell did
Welcome back? Yay, there.
Hold on, I got to do this different.
Jesus.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, not sure what happened there, but yeah, because I'm wondering why this screenshot didn't come through. It must be the FUPA internet.
The FUPA.
Yeah, let's see. Did I get the screenshot?
Send it in the group chat.
I did. It's funny how this only happens when I'm talking about her. Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Let me just turn maybe if I just use my data on my phone instead. Actually, the data's just on. So it's a comment from her. So I guess I'll just read it since my FUPA Wi-Fi is not working. So she commented on her thing and goes, "You know who has this under control, Turtleboy? Gaffney." Thank you. Yeah. No, she means this. She goes, "Oh no, I got it. Let me bring it up. It finally came up. Yes, this is the plan here. Is Michael? I mean, you've lost your mind if you like. She knows what a joke Gaffney is like, and if you actually believe that Michael Gaffney has good legal advice, a man who has sued me and lost and humiliated himself, again."
But he did try to bill himself 40 grand's worth of legal fees for that.
Yes,
he wanted his own costs.
You know who has this under control? Gaffney. Thank you so much for introducing us. He's a delight and has been immensely supportive. Yeah, like I hate to say this, but you're better off taking legal advice from Shannon Mary and Bret. Like they would give you better legal advice than Michael fucking Gaffney. You want to hear the craziest rant she had in this? And then we'll kind of wrap. Let's see this part. She had some fucking insane rant here.
Whatever takes me out, I will fight this until I go. Because you're not gonna fucking bully me.
Ooh.
People like Aidan, they can bully a lot of people, and that's why he's so mad. Because there is absolutely nothing that you can do to control me, to make me step down, bow down, cower. It's just not going to happen. Smear me as much as you want. Take me to court a billion fucking times. All that you're doing is establishing a pattern and trust and believe.
Oh, that's her favorite one. Trust and believe.
We have a group large enough that pattern is being documented.
Oh no,
way,
not
right?
documented.
Then,
I'm
at
so
this point, when
scared.
people sue
I'm
you
so
because
scared.
You can't keep my fucking name out of your mouth during your depositions. Those attorneys are now contacting me. So like, I know there was a little stunt pulled on the live stream that he did the other day.
So I listened. I want you guys to listen to this. What you're about to hear is one of the most insane, unhinged rants of all time. And I've listened to it a couple times. And I have no fucking clue at all what she's alleging I'm doing here. Like, you have to listen. Like, this woman is so insane and she just puts insane amounts. Like she thinks she's a fucking diabolical genius, and that she cracks the case or something. Like she figured out I was J.K. Newton because actually it was Chrissy. But they'll like hashtag Chrissy did it. But listen to this rant here and try to figure out what she's accusing me of here, because I don't understand. Now listen to this.
Some backstage shenanigans. We'll talk about it more in detail. Like I said, after the 6th, Aidan's going to know what I'm talking about. Nobody else will. But really unethical, illegal behavior attempted there on the backstage. And that was screen recorded and screenshot. So, I mean, hypothetically, if you're, maybe, what's the worst thing, maybe if you're trying to, like, solicit people for false testimony under the promise of financial gain, that's going to come up in court, too. Especially because, Aidan, this isn't your...
Wait, so I'm trying to solicit people I'm offering people money for false testimony, presumably against her, I guess, and she got this because of something backstage on the show the other night that she saw. First of all, what are you talking about? She goes on, she explains it a little bit more, because I have no clue what she's talking about.
Court case. You're meant to go out in the affidavit, but you're not the petitioner. So it's just really weird that you're
Isn't that witness intimidation?
On the internet, allegedly,
The Shannon, isn't that witness intimidation?
Wow.
She's a legal expert.
Contribution.
Yeah, well, it's just like that's classic Shannon. Like, actually, I think that's witness tampering.
Yes, I think that's breaking and entering. Yes, just say a crime. Yeah,
like this was 5 years of this from Shannon Mary in my inbox every day. Legal advice. Like I'm an expert on this. I'm an expert on that.
So many things too. Like she's
Shannon,
trying so hard.
you don't have a job. You live in Section 8 housing. Your family's embarrassed of you. Your brother's ashamed of you. Your dad's ashamed of you. Whatever. It's like I don't. So she goes on
to testify against me falsely under the promise of payment. But it's okay. You talked to a lawyer, right? And that lawyer said as long as you say it's for expenses. So I don't know. Maybe you're offering to assess each meal at $1,500 a meal. You're a dumb motherfucker. You're really...
Wait. So she's saying that just so I have this straight, I'm offering someone $1,500.
This is hilarious.
Well, she says per meal. Maybe it's
Listen. So I'm offering somebody $1,500 to give false testimony against her in court. She caught me, by the way. She caught me doing that. And that the plan on my taxes was to write off that bribe as a meal expense. That's I had this whole plan, and then she foiled it with her screenshots. That's what she's saying, right? Like that's what she's saying. Like I gotcha. And instead of Bret and Amanda, I mean, if Bret's obviously retarded and Shannon's retarded, if they were smart, they'd be like, "Oh, cool. Can you show us?"
Yeah.
And then they're just like, kill shot Kate. Listen to this. This is when she goes into her rant. Like so, because nobody challenges her on this, she gets in the zone, and then she turns into this.
$1 a meal. You're a dumb motherfucker. You really are. You really are a dumb motherfucker.
Oh, yeah,
like,
so dumb.
You would never survive 10 minutes on the street. You fucking coked up jerk off goblin piece of shit. Keep your mouth shut. Say less. You want to be dirty? Be smart. You can't be either.
Oh yes.
I fucking love Angry Kate. Angry Kate.
Me
is
too.
my favorite.
He's fun.
Oh my god, can you dick more, please? Oh my god.
I fucking love, like, is that not the most
We just have a
pathetic
fucking
thing?
threesome right now.
Yeah, it's just like, I love Angry
Oh
Kate.
my god, Bret licking her ass is embarrassing. It really is.
It's like he has
that's
That's
idea.
embarrassing.
Bret, everyone is laughing at you, man. Like all these people who used to kind of respect you in here, like
I had a lot of time for Bret, and I've not said anything about him on this show since. But that's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. Like all of these people here who used to have a modicum of respect for you because they liked me and I vouched for you and whatever. Like they did. And what you're doing right now is so embarrassing. You're emasculating yourself, and you think you're owning me by doing it, but you are just humiliating yourself. But you're kissing Kate Peters' ass, dude. You look so bad, and you're like making her think she's smart. She's retarded. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe you were just pretending to hate her I don't know. But she's actually retarded. And there you are in your fucking room with the bedsheet curtain. And you think this is like a thing, okay?
Offering somebody who doesn't even know me nor know him or the plaintiff or anything about the case money. you fucking retarded?
Oh, yes, I'm the retarded
The answer
one.
is yes. I don't even want to say that. I take that back.
She really believes this happened, doesn't
Putting
she?
you in the same class, that's offensive to all the people that would fall under the umbrella of legit retardation. I'm sorry, right? Like, they don't want to be associated with you either. You fucking moron.
Kate had her Wheaties today.
I did. I'm thinking, like, literally, like, you know, and then I read this fucking affidavit, and it's like, I'm offended by how stupid it is. It's just reaching bullshit. I am offended that you are not only wasting your own time, but the court's time and my time on this, right?
Didn't she try to get an order on me?
This particular individual forgets. I never posted her fucking address anywhere. I don't post people's addresses. I made an illusion.
Okay, no, this is actually a really big part too. This is a good part too. So what Kate did, this woman, she fucked up because Kate on her Facebook page posted this woman's name, picture, address. So well, she said where the neighborhood she lives in the city that she lives in, and she said a specific type of house that this woman lives in. This woman lives on a street with like 4 houses, and only one of them fits that criteria. And so she listed her street. She goes, by the way, BTW, and then she said the name of the woman's street. Okay, and so that was obviously talking about. And Kate's like saying, no, I wasn't talking about her street. That doesn't mean I was talking about a street. But then listen to how she screws herself there. She can't stop talking. Listen to this.
That you are not only wasting your own time, but the court's time and my time on this, right? Like, you know, this particular individual forgets. I never posted her fucking address anywhere. I don't post people's addresses. I made an illusion to having the address that only 3 people would know what I was talking about. Me, Aidan, and by proxy, unfortunately, her. When she
do you get that? That right there is an admittance that I was directly talking to her. Like, I put up something that only 3 people would understand. Me, Aidan, and the victim.
Oh, so that doesn't count then. It doesn't count as bringing up then. It's only 3 of you.
It doesn't count because it was only an illusion, not the actual address.
What you just heard there was the greatest fucking evidence there. Like, that will be used, Kate, against you again. You just admitted right there. I was specifically trying to scare the fucking other person because only 3 people would get that. And she was one of them.
And one of them's the victim, yeah.
One of them's the victim. So that was fucking smart. And it's just like, this is what happens when you surround yourself with, people like Bret and Shannon who aren't going to question you because they're too stupid to. And they just want to belong to something. They're not going to be like, if you had people around you who actually gave a shit about you, they'd be like, dude, chill out. Like, talk less. Like, listen to your own advice there. Like, maybe don't say that part. Yeah. Okay.
But this is someone who is supporting basically a proven paedophile, fake Bishop Tony Branch, dog murdering Rian Waters, just because you're on the opposite side to them. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. And a guy who just called her, who multiple times accused her daughter of sucking dick for heroin and her son of sticking his digits in his sister. And that's what
she had her roommate reach out to me on Facebook and say that this was distressing. That this post was
so
on,
you knew it
but
caused
please take
distress.
Down.
Good.
Bitch, I edited that. And I have the whole conversation in text, right? With the roommate.
Oh.
There's nothing willful or malicious about what's going on here. Nothing's been aimed at this woman. I don't give a fuck about this woman. She's a desperate slut.
Oh, that's going to go over well. That's
right. Has no effect on my life whatsoever. Right.
She's a desperate what?
And you want to follow this man around and do what he says. And hey, write on your affidavit that you're a friend of mine. No.
Okay, so that's really fucking smart. When you have an order, when somebody has an order out against you, go on YouTube, call them a slut. Address them specifically. Don't just talk about them. Address them directly.
And make it clear that you're addressing them directly by eliminating anyone else you could be talking about. Yeah.
Well, Lawrence, let's just say this. It's not up to the courts, and it's up to the police. So that if this hypothetically was brought to the police, right? That would be a direct violation of the order. So in that case, Kate would either get summoned, the police would file a criminal complaint, and she would be summoned, or they would put a warrant out for her arrest. One of those two things. Either way, she would get charged. Now, that's if I was the victim, that's what I would do. I don't know what this particular victim is choosing to do about this, but Yeah. Wicked smart. Surround yourself with Bretts and Shannons, and this is what you get. So it just feels so good to be smarter than her and be better than her. And that's what really annoys her. Is just like, Kate, I'm everything you'll never be. Everything. That's why you had to use me for clout. That's why you couldn't build your own platform. You had to go on Turtleboy, write for me, make your own, go on my YouTube channel, kind of build your own brand, because you weren't talented enough to do it on your own. You'll never be me. I'm always going to be smarter than you. Most importantly, my followers are going to be smarter than you, because they are. They're much more intelligent.
It's not exactly an Olympic event being smarter than Kate, is it? Because everyone would win medals in that case.
Yeah. So
I have moss growing on the fence outside my back door that's smarter than her, for Christ's sake.
So yeah, well, let's just say we'll see, Lawrence. We'll see. Trust and believe, as Kate likes to say.
If I was the victim, I would be trying to get her behind bars ASAP.
If I was a police officer and that was brought to me, I would definitely say, "Yep, that's a violation." So. We'll see. Just nothing. Don't worry, Kate. Nothing's gonna happen. You're good. You're kill shot Kate, and you got Gaffney in your corner. So
just tell the cops. Kate always wins. It's cool.
Yeah, just tell the cops. Yeah, when the cops come, if they try to charge you with that, just read something you found on the
Kate
internet.
always wins.
Yeah,
Kate
always just like, dude, I'm kill shot Kate. I'm kill shot Kate, and just read something you found on the internet and say it really fast. And then the cops were like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Imply that the judge knows nothing about the internet as well. Don't forget that to be your opening line.
Make sure, tell the cops that you guys don't actually know the law. Let me tell you about the law.
I don't want to presume what you may or may not know about the internet.
Is she in love with me? I don't think she's in love with me. She's definitely obsessed with me, and I think I think the extra, like, she's like obsessed with the extramarital stuff. My theory with that is that she kind of is like, oh, shit.
Projection, I feel like, maybe.
Why didn't he ever come on to me? I think that's her big thing. Is like, why didn't I?
Yeah, like all these other ladies are coming for him. Like, why?
It's like, why not me? I was close to him. It's like,
yeah, right.
Because you look like an ogre. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You look like.
But we're up against such a team there. Come shot Kate and Milky Mike. They are just that's unbeatable.
Really,
of course, they always win.
They will have a whole strand of pearls.
Like, you're shaped like an ostrich, kind of. Like, it's not good. And your toenails are a problem.
She's fucking auditioning for like Velociraptor and like the next fucking
and you're really gross and it's like no one ever taught her to be a woman. It's weird. Like, on the rare occasions when she does wear makeup, it just looks so unnatural. Like, she looks like a drag queen, kind of. Like, it's like, is this your first time?
She looks like a prostitute who caters exclusively to clowns when she puts makeup on. Yeah,
she needs to shampoo her hair more. Like, it's a problem.
Or once even.
Or once. It's not. Yeah, the hair is like, dude, you have to do something about that. And the skin, like, you're only in your early 30s, and you have like your skin.
She's in her early 30s, really?
That's a hard early 30s, isn't it? That's a bristol early 30s.
You look like Neil Armstrong just did a jig on your face. Like, that's what your fucking face looks like. And you're
one giant step.
So I wish she needs like a makeover. She needs like a feminine influence. If you've seen her mom, Monica Earl, before, who can't stand her either. I mean, she's quite homely looking herself. So, I don't want to shit on her mom, but it definitely runs like in the family. So I feel like no one ever taught her how to be a girl. And so she doesn't know. And so she just, like, when you see her in person, it's just like, why do you look like that? Like, something's like, you look like a velociraptor or something. Like, something's wrong with the way you look. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, anybody else have any more questions? Yeah, we're naming her now. We don't give a shit now. Because now she's a criminal. Now she has an actual order out on her. And so that's news. So now, again, I had nothing to do with the order, just to be very clear. I know you think I did, Kate, but believe it or not, you just offend. Like, people have a right to defend themselves and get justice, and somebody finally stood up to you. Good for them. I'm proud of them for doing that.
Absolutely.
Needed to be done.
I mean,
not before it's time.
Now, she hates Lauren Laguna for two reasons. Number one,
Lauren's way smarter than her, and she knows it.
Yeah. She's much smarter than her, okay, and she knows it, absolutely. Number two, she's better looking. Like, and in Lauren Laguna looks and acts like a girl, a woman. You know what I mean? It's like she hates the fact that she's feminine more than anything, because Kate doesn't know how to be feminine, and so she's just angry at the world and wants to be like, it's just when you see her in person too, she's so awkward. Like you saw that video of her confronting Chili. Remember that? And Josh Abrams and Stono.
Oh God, yeah.
And she was so nervous, man. She was shitting. Like she was, that was not kill shot Kate. Like she was like, they got her. Like, why are you shaking, Kate? It's like, because she's, you know what I mean? Like, ugh, yikes. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? No one taught her how to be a woman. Now, I think she's 34,
I want to say
probably.
she's 30, 32 something maybe.
No, I think she's 30. No, yeah, she's 30. Yeah, she's 34 because she has the same birthday as me, just about. We're almost birthday buddies. And I guess if
you should get married then in prison.
I got married, right? Exactly.
The signs are in your favor. Yes, the moon's in fucking Virgo. Let's go.
Yeah. And Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah, she probably thinks because she didn't say the name of it, but she is right. Exactly. Like, so she can explain that one to a judge or a cop.
She thinks she's like upset because she's never talked to her in person.
Because she said allegedly.
And like she like she's posting like her legal strategy online. Like it's like, say less, girl. I don't want to, like, I'm enjoying it, but just say less. Yeah. So yeah. What about it? Yeah. I mean, I did a blog on that. What about it? Agreed. That happened.
Yeah.
How old's her oldest child? The one she had to keep because she was too psychotic to be taken in by any rational human beings.
Probably 16.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so she had her at 18. Yeah, that would, yeah, no, it's all coming together.
She had her at 18, then the next one 19, and 20, 21. She just kept firing them out. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus God, it must be like the Mersey Tunnel.
But she's changed. She's changed. She's not like that anymore.
Really different.
Oh, yeah. She hasn't burned a truck to frame someone in at least 2 years. So, yeah, that's good.
Guys, she has a YouTube channel. She's changed now. Okay? When you do that, you're changed, right? She has a job where she answers phones for, and I wonder how they're going to feel. I wonder how Kingswood Village Apartments there in Bridgewater is going to feel if she gets arrested for violating a harassment prevention order against a woman who she's threatening. I wonder how they're going to, they might put up with the whole masshole thing, and, you know.
Perhaps if she just tells them she's got a YouTube channel, they'll forgive her.
I didn't mean to cut you, Mr. Cool.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
but I have a YouTube channel. Oh, okay, fine.
I just didn't understand the question. I didn't understand the question. She spoke directly to the victim with a no contact order in place while acknowledging the order. I mean, yeah, good luck explaining that. All she had to do was just shut up, and she can't. She's incapable of doing it. You know why? Because she believes I'm behind it, and if she shuts up, then she's letting me win. That's all this. She's that obsessed with me. So
not only that, is she's utterly convinced that she's right and that she can do what she likes, and she knows more about the law than everybody. So even if a judge puts the order in place, that can't be right because that's not what she wanted.
Interesting. I did not know this part about Lou Merloni. Is they've been hinting that he's not in the booth. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, Ryan is the Kraken. When Ryan's the Kraken, that's a problem. Yeah. You have about as much, you know, you're about as good at this as Rudy Giuliani. Or Shiva. You're basically fucking female Shiva. Congratulations.
Great.
Yeah. I lived.
Yes, Caroline. Yes, we are definitely Virgos, by the way. 24th of August is always in Virgo.
Oh, happy birthday, David. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I was in the Canary Islands for my birthday.
It's your birthday?
No, it was Wednesday. I missed it on Wednesday.
Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you. 55 years old, young. Yeah. Somewhere in between.
All right. Anyway, he said he was kidding. 7-pounder. Relax. You gotta calm down, buddy.
That will be Kate's defense in court. I was kidding. I was joking.
Isn't Chad Finn gone? Didn't Chad Finn resign? I thought he quit the Globe. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but okay. Anybody else have any other questions they want to ask me before we call tonight? Holy shit, it's 12:08. This is the longest show we've done.
Longest show. I was
still 200 folks out there.
And we had like other things I didn't get to. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, right? We didn't even get to the shit.
We had a lot of guests tonight as well.
Yeah, we did.
I like Shattuck. Oh, Shattuck's podcast is great. I love Shattuck's podcast. Love it. He gets good guests too. He gets like Matt Walsh. He gets big fucking names on there. Like, I don't know how he does it, but good for him.
Did you get any more donos? You never even checked after the freestyle.
Oh yeah, did I? Let me check. No donut. Okay, but I still love you all. So, I don't think. Yeah, I got the Jim Young was the last Cash Apps. Okay, yeah. All right. Anybody else for calling tonight?
Who do we have at calling? We had Shesha and we had Clifford the Big Red Dog and Clifford Quayson, whatever his name is, and Manda Rian Waters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And the Fred Poacher guy.
What? Yeah, we had.
Jay, of course. Yeah, Jay.
Can we acknowledge that Rian Waters came on the show tonight?
I said I'm mind blown.
That is wild.
I can't believe. And you notice he had the background like all fucked up. Like,
but that undermines so much of the stuff he's ever done in court that he's a fear for his life and things like that. Yeah.
That's all these
Super
people
radio when he showed up.
I'm actually looking forward to court with him on
His
Tuesday.
ego couldn't stop him.
If anybody wants to join me, I'll be. You're gonna get to see me in action, going against Rian Waters in court on Tuesday. I think it's at 2. I don't even know. I don't even really care.
I think there's too many people out there who've seen you in action already, frankly.
Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
What court's it at, Aidan?
It's in Hamden Superior Court in Springfield. Okay. So Springfield, it's right off the. You get free parking at the casino. It's great. April, I'm glad you thought this was an awesome.
I agree 100%, April. It has been an awesome fucking show tonight.
Oh, I did an interview with Boston Magazine. It went great. We had a long talk about Monica.
Oh, yeah.
They won a Boston Magazine, which named Monica one of their top
Bostonians of the year. Yeah,
Bostonians of the year. They are doing some apology tour shit basically, and so they're doing. They wanted to interview me about my research. Like basically, they're asking me how to be a journalist.
Right.
And so how'd you find all this stuff out? So I did a 30-minute interview with them, and they're doing a story about this in October, and they're going to include my whole interview in there. So, but again, Turtleboy's not real news. Turtleboy's not real news.
Are you saying a journalistic organization is asking you how to be a journalist?
Yes, that happened on.
If that isn't an admission of how weak they are, I don't know what is.
I love it more than anything just because it's like the biggest fuck you to the haters. It's like, is anyone calling up Kate Peter at Masshole Report to ask her about her reporting on Chile? No, because no one gives a fuck about Chile. No offense to Chile, but like he's a guy on the fucking internet who, does whatever. I don't even watch it. So he's like, if you're on YouTube, you might know who Chile is. Out in the real world, people don't pay attention to that. People know who Monica Cannon Grant is because she's influential.
Because of you as much as anything.
Because Joe Kennedy seeks out her endorsement. Like she matters. So that's what I do. That's what I do for a living.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bret claims that I'm like dead. Like he went on this rant about Connie. Connie called his mother.
Connie's on the shit list now.
And Connie went after him, and he's like losing his mind. He's like, dude, do you know what you do? Like what? And he's like going, I'm gonna fucking kill Connie. He's like, you don't have a car. What are you gonna? What are you going to do, sir? Besides yell things on the internet? What precisely? You ask your wife to borrow her phone.
You can call Gonorrhea. She can get him a lift. It'll be cool.
Yeah, like you're gonna do nothing except have this feud with Connie, who is basically the Massachusetts version of you, with except he's not going to die in 5 years. And so and he also claimed he's like, and I buried Turtleboy. Does he believe that? Bret, you've done nothing at all. We haven't missed a beat without you.
We heard you kissing Kate's ass on YouTube tonight, and we played the clip. For God's sake, man, get a grip.
You've been emasculated, dude. I buried you, my dude. I buried you. This is what I made. Like what you heard tonight, the way you've been emasculated, I did that to you. You had no choice but to go to her because I did that to you. So I win. Turtleboy always wins, motherfucker. All right. Anybody else? Did Paul post threats to Connie? Who's Paul?
Right.
Paul. That's interesting. I don't know.
I saw someone say Brian Riccio was commenting on MCG's page too.
Oh, good stuff or bad stuff?
I don't know.
He's a Monica supporter, so
yeah.
I mean, he's just talking about irrelevant. No one.
Somebody else said Randazza is suing Rachel Rollins.
He is. I did a blog on that.
There was a blog.
Okay,
Oh yeah. So
I think that's brilliant because she's been foisted by her own petard there, hasn't she? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right,
someone suggests that Bostonian might do a hit piece on you after the interview. I think it was Cherokee Girl said, "Watch out for them."
I was trying to bring up.
They said
any publicity.
They might be nicey, but they might try and pull a hit piece after the fact.
Yep. So any publicity is good publicity.
Did you record the interview, Aidan?
I did. No. If I did, it would be wiretapping. So I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oops. I didn't say that. I was just kidding. Yeah. Okay.
I was joking.
LG's what? Yeah. Like, dude, they all sound like that. It's all.
I didn't think she smoked, but like maybe she took it up. Who knows? It's getting rough.
It's rugged. Some of these bitches are beat
Nobody
up.
heard LG's voice because she threatened to go live and then didn't. So
I'm going to be honest with you. A guy named Ted Bennington messaged. It's obviously a fake name. Messaged me, and this is how we'll end it because this is just kind of funny. So again, let me bring up Ted's messages here. Ted Bennington. So this is obviously not a real account, and so I just want. Okay, so let's see.
Dude, we have 176 watching it, like fucking 12.
I know, huh? So let me
or 5:15 if you're over it.
Yeah, you guys. Damn. Start the day early.
Let me bring up this real quick, and we'll end it on this. So I get this message from some guy named Ted Bennington, who sends me, it's a fake account. I don't know who this person really is. And he sends me stories like, he's obviously sent me stories, as you can see before here. Clearly, this is not me, because why would I send myself fucking stories?
Right.
But she apparently thinks it's me. So he sends me this message, and he goes, I stay pretty quiet. Why? I don't know why assholes think I'm you. I don't encourage it. So he's not like being like, out there like I'm Turtleboy, but so he shows me a message he gets, and it's from LG. I don't know if you guys can read this message, but it says as follows. This is what he sends this random fucking guy. Hey, Aidan, how's my little snuffleupagus stalker doing? I see you just can't stop. Man, it must be exhausting to be you, huh? Anyways, I wish you a long life of misery and suffering. But by the looks of things, it seems it's already going that way. So keep going. Ha 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 ha. I mean, all of these people are just like, I'm not losing, you're losing. I'm winning.
So's your face.
You're messaging random fucking fake accounts, telling them, I know it's you, Aidan. And then they're telling me about it. Like, and we're just like, this bitch is great. This bitch is great.
She's really like, just can't get over
you know how many people have sent me things like that, that she's gone through my entire fucking friends list and sent like 100 people that same message. And you're like, I figured you out. Oh my God. Like,
dude, it's like you're so like old news, move on.
Even if one of those accounts was a multiple account for yourself, she's never going to know. What's the point?
Yeah. You got, I cost you your job, and then, I turned your face into a Picasso painting. Okay. So I think I won that round. All right. I win.
No, it was a Jackson Pollock. It wasn't Picasso.
Jackson Pollock. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack the Dripper. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm doing okay. You're living in a trailer somewhere in North Carolina at company housing, and you keep getting fired from jobs. So I think I'm winning. Yeah.
At least you saved her from getting involved with our friendly neighborhood ex-serviceman.
Okay, we're gonna go on a rant. We're gonna start talking about land and steel, and then the show's never
Send for Steel. He's the guy with the gun in his mouth in that advert.
All right,
Send for
guys.
Steel.
We're gonna see you guys later. See you guys Tuesday night for the next episode of Turtleboy Live, where I'm sure we'll be talking about the Rian Waters court date. Peace, Turtle Riders.
Peace. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, David, Dev.
Yep.